36 insurance of 4.4 FM for your trance. Yet the Monday edition of Nhyira Digital Passport Jumedino and a day Abraham Kopim say, do me no. Ababona ya sorry akofado mo kase no e de Abraham. Na when we say trance Mondays ya weekend no. The course so agudem nsam ne yin na makoma na ya be kira adwen enso etimi e de afa ho na gamer ene your discussions is really centered around the super class I also at the Kumasi Baba Air Sports Stadium. What a weekend for the Phobian team, and what a day for Accra House of Folk, and what a revenge. House of Folk now no kwesiada. In fact, Enra amutu Kumasi Asante Kotoko ebetu amo ekaba kwa amo entimi antene game na hunsampi Abrantia Baba Ademu and the only goal Shadema has working in the first half was enough. Emma has a baggy all the maximum 3-pointer. Make us a one copium our a young can. You better come on na yashe and gamer and it's with me told at the commerce of Baba Stadium. So join live our YouTube and Shart TV. YouTube and Shart TV. Na Oba, Miss So subscribe ya subscribe mommy. O subscribe ya na odo message no. And so akahon ya ko amaniaba. Yaba messages amode abani na no yaba kenkani na. And so etimi edi amamono over the weekend the tian say Okola Liga ni ma was Spain. Real Madrid tifie amo she 9 ema Real Sociedad. Amo tika no eye bako ene Girona ebetene fie no mo atwen Barcelona bobuko no 8 p.m. See big game. Inter tifie shemiensa ema Juve etika no eye mienu Bundesliga so no Werder Bremen amo tifie ema Bayern Munich inform amo kocho ameka miensa amo entimi anti this weekend na Premier League in Hobart amo bo FA Cup Man City tifie amo shemienu Southford amo entimi anti Liverpool share 3 Brighton amo so entimi anti kanaba kokra Arsenal share 9 ema Wigan amo entimi anti kanaba kokra na Manchester United and the Ebane say yes Bruno Fernandes and a Kobe Mino aka champion for say look nipa oya dia osaye make character buy no bo do mo bo any result a onya de team no empenifo nya na omon confirm no as permanent anya sa de no omumienu no ombefa omon so ho adwena when some people free amanani aba of course ye be fia the super class na at the Kumasi Baba Air Sports Stadium House of Folk ebetwa Asante Kotoko ekaba kwa omo entimi ante omo at the 10 against 11 and Asha Kotoko awo Kumasi Baba Stadium koba Didi Dramani achechim akwa afa so a omo timi share Asante Kotoko afwa kasa dia fa eye Benjamin sorry and Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach interim eye coach Peter Wusu ono so acheche na dwen de afa eye game no ho and week 22 fixtures any result and so timi PM nyina no yakwaba na abedin komo no and so etimi edi amamo congratulations House of Folk omo Kumasi Asante Kotoko kabako a omo entimi anti na makacho so onza hade yebo super class wi a and na the course of stadium ha ebia wotena TV achi wahu no obehunya ni nyina awo age so enti stick and stay na MFD no na garbage ram edi aircom na yeba esima kani na netefo ye jade akani na no enso etimi edi amam Bismarck owusu bempa ayala tena se sanso na fifi Manfred awa ha nemum ayekoma ni abana fe yeba ye den sema akani na no enso etimi edi abramo enra game no the super glass we be rating saying on a scale of 1 to 10 obetimi edi o message no ba yekoba na ba kinkani nyina enso etimi edi amampamjo ekwam ne niaba safo no saru man tada na mo kan botimi aye amide minim safo na bi amo chefo de nye problem but as we say we to defend na mo consider good no em say eno ne de multiple question we ba se dia na empo wa uti show no obetimi ede o answer na ba na kenkan ede ama Kofi good morning Pacho na what is saying what's over you know Good morning. Abba. Good morning.
Good morning.
Pajon, I want to say.
Adam. Yeah, fine. Sounds on where?
Oh, no, Adam.
Okay.
Say, Valentine is what starting here.
Okay, me must starting here. I didn't see Gaza.
Oh, a question. Me cars who you be you. And maybe like I'm asking say.
But I
don't know. You be fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Tonight I'll
say and you made in call the crash.
Yeah,
I'll call the crash bar.
Maybe personally I'll do something nice for my fiancée and
Oh yeah, sure. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Oh, the other test senior man.
Say.
Would they be out of free? Robert Charles. Senior to warrior and I say, oh, wife. Hello.
Allah.
Hey. That's what dog go. With you. One day, one permission. I make a story, no. Okay, story.
You be able to answer a question behind.
Oh,
David. So obviously I'm calling that time. You bet me I'm calling that. So open is idea.
Maybe you now. That's what we should do. Maybe you bet me. That's what we should do. Okay, story now. Ubi me when you know.
Oba.
Never to you, Nigeria.
Is it Oba? Eti coffee on a most was not yammy admin me.
Yeah, crash.
The crash bar. If I'm 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Na the Valentine no. Yeah, the Ashisha so Body Junction here. Opposite Ken Westy SHS.
Yeah.
Opposite one and the crash bar. And Tientia.
Yeah.
Free so below, free wine.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, but live band. A piano bianso.
Live band.
Top notch. Live band and never bore. And to be amra and no door from Mumra. Umetnas and Muntiendom. Na Munio don't count.
Maminka, how I got to know the crash. The Nancy na me time in FIFA. Na me tabu FIFA pa na ebi wa me ko internet na mu so bi so nimbo na ma gini PSN na me ne abo online. Na me ti say your colleagues omo won't me. Ni say fancy ni akomia ni mbo pa.
Okay.
I'm so. When you go vote I did say game no nimbo. Tina fancy them so they be on rana mention because no tired did but ya na me fra akomia.
Okay.
And I'm Yaminia Messiah by now. Me so ba me feel now, me buy a board gamer. And bread that one say, oh, bar. And so, dear neighbor. And the anime is in chain. A hashtag.
Who the own provide the piano?
There be now, but we now open. You see me, you see me, FIFA, you see electricity, Miss Amodian income. Me show what you do. Hashtag Munya with the young.
Okay.
It's a Kumiaba no dear, the nice war package ABC. And it's a day. It's a good game. I mean, you Chelsea, me Madrid, and you know, so Kofa, on us on Pema United, so be a team in here. Or Kofa buy.
I see.
You trying to cheer, you trying to you know, so business at the never know the buy. And I see a punchy jollof.
Okay.
And then you punchy jollof. No, so toward the crash. You see, my camera, lucky, I know lucky. Now I'm so okay, all my tasty, rich.
Super.
It's a brilliant meal. Since then, me place me order no fee.
So also the kwan so.
Me kwan so. Me do one man magic. If you want the best food, and one thing about the crash is say ambience near top.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit na I me tell almost say omo private place you book ahead of time. It's open up a private place now.
So go a private person.
Exactly.
Penny be.
Yeah.
And obi so okra nya penny pema didi.
Yeah.
And you say be obana a punch jollof no.
Yeah.
Private area.
Yeah.
Obeti akoti no
bia solid. Most of them juices no see fresh. Inti ene nwumre the crash here very.
And multimedia how na yaba. Na mu share nwumre 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Na yem fa dwumadi no.
Is also Barca wants to turn it around.
Yeah, almost romantada. They are turning the scoreline.
The fact that they are talking about turning it around, no chance they will not be able to turn it around.
Yeah, same thing I make say. Me Barca shall Atletico Madrid 4.
Yeah.
Easy for them to do.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem is how they will defend against this Atletico Madrid team. for the entire 90 minutes.
How to stop Atletico Madrid from
scoring.
Yeah.
For nation the Barca beat me easily.
The fact that Barcelona are constantly talking about that, doesn't help. On one of Andy's stories about how some Barcelona players have sort of questioned Hansi Flick's style of play, which has down Eric's reward. And I've said it several times, the German direct play infused with the Spanish tiki-taka.
Okay.
So sometimes against smaller teams almost a low block now, almost press will be. It's probably the best setup to play against them. But over against him, on you brave to say wow. No, not to be press. No, very good ball retainers and then the cracks begin to come. Anything then I make catch say for Barcelona, say a far. And far 4-0, 3-0, 5-0, 6-0. It's on that level. And I'm sure they understand. You see, also, there are certain key elements of our system anymore. They make that system work. See, I'm sure what to say about the 4 fans because now Rafinha any honum, and that's part of the reasons why they couldn't go on and win the game. It's true. Yeah. Because Rafinha is the intensity generator with team. He's on a very athletic, very physical, he covers a lot of ground.
Can press the defense.
Yes, and so who bought a front three of Robert Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha? He is the one with a lot of energy to start a press for you up top. So then definitely say Rafinha in you and it doesn't mean that Barca into me more without Rafinha. Sometimes it means that the intensity has to be generated from somewhere else. Again, the reason why it's important, and some people are mentioning Obi say Pedri Gonzalez Dini say, which say Pedri will feel if you want. It is him and Frankie. These are probably two of the best ball retainers and ball recyclers we are seeing. It's the time maybe let's come and do bank for bank. Pedri can hold on to the game one time. Now only Frankie de Jong, to take the sting of Atletico's intensity and then wait till Barca recovers, then you can go again. But say, Emeya Casado and Frankie, Emeya Bernal and Frankie, it is not on that level. Yeah, Bernal is good, Frankie is top, but it's not on that level. So it means that one should anyone yes level of control in the game. The game becomes too up and down, and Barca will not be able to control it. Space is bad. It means that Eric Garcia will have to defend large spaces. Kubasi have to defend large spaces. Say, bow the nyakwa. I say quickly also Sambabishin. It means that he has to work about 2 or 3 times harder. It means that the combination play and campaign between Kunde and Lamine Weni Mono. Emi Unya. Because Kunde has to be fixated defending. So those are the nitty-gritties of the match. And like you said.
But to me, this is my problem. So we a coach.
Yeah.
Now, Oko team, na players now, I'm the main architect. I'm the Oko Park in the Soko Bono.
Yeah.
Obo formation be game plan be no move say NC2 o man. We a coach, how then I want to give kakra.
See, these are reports. First of all, me not 200% sure if that is exactly what about. Me who's our reports now the more I've seen it. I think I saw it somewhere. I'll say. In fact, specifically, what they are saying is that almost per system, no. Yeah. But maybe more problems are in big games, the adding spaces, and again, not too sure if that's what the player said, and that is a genuine concern. Rich, maybe as if Flick will listen and tweak small,
because a bit to Amorim,
yeah,
at Manchester United,
yeah,
players now do more system. No, almost say coach. System no
but Barca this system ya Atletico in the last 5 matches. One of them from 3-1, 1-0, 4-2, 4-4, 2-1. Before now they are beating them on the very first
now almost when you antidote to game plan.
Exactly. So again,
so tweak it kakra. Tweak it maybe
until we get there. I think say there isn't too much of a worry again because no one's asking the senior players no one. And I think Barca wants to beat Tinyabo. I don't want us to make it look like has a free problem, system need a problem. It's not a problem. It has given them a lot of success.
Okay.
But it is high risk, high reward. So I'm far, and this is where, and I can agree also with you, say, okay, then in game, I thought it'd be a 2 kilo. Sometimes sit off. Allow them to
game.
Yes.
Now, your game plan is the coin. Emboya. I know this is
exactly.
Change it.
Now,
a bit. This a BB kaka.
Bit many results now.
Because man here. Also go fit be catch us a Champions League fee.
Yeah.
Yama Barcelona in Jimin no.
Yeah.
Ukoshia big teams na Bayern Inter PSG no money ade no. Kobo boss hala no. Easily
they'll be able to come.
Simple.
Yeah, I think it has become a huge worry of Catalan Crown where most of them reporters snakers and they are now worried about the Champions League because Champions League. Yeah, Champions League.
And then say he did Champions League in common. I say it do count.
See it don't be count.
Maybe I mean for mon count.
O top 3 Champions League possible winners. Barca no part.
For mon count. In fact, Pau Kubasi mon defend say.
Really?
Oh, big teams.
Wait, you know Barca lose match and all of a sudden they're making it look like
that's how to be in America.
No, but there isn't too much of a problem. Which sometimes maybe now let's go just too good. Which story read by in the course of the week. Finally, all the big clubs are now in the conversation for the UEFA Super League, you know. And finally now come Madrid. Nasser Al-Khelaifi and UEFA, what they did in strategically convincing all of them to come back now. Madrid foreigners have gotten on the table. So okay, it was a call for Sika, money for the clubs, bigger games. And Florentino Perez, and especially Barcelona for Etnase, of course with other clubs, to sort of come together and form a UEFA Super League. Get more money and then move away from UEFA Champions League and then do piano Sika kakrebi because of the system. Rich, responding to tough times is what really shows how a good leader is, or whether somebody is a good leader and not a good leader. Rich, I'm sure this was probably the most threatening time in UEFA's club history in terms of competitions. Rich, say before that time, me and I didn't come out about the Champions League. We kept on saying that the Champions League is the biggest club competition in the world. And you don't even need to say it. You don't even have to say it. Now clubs na everyone na say omo dey. Omo person omo kokoti omo kobo UEFA Super League. Rich. Quickly, UEFA getting clubs like Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool near the other. English Premier League clubs now to stay that okay, oh, they are to was the first smart move because without them you can't go on. Again, the Italian clubs. Rich, once they got there and knowing that okay, and then they have problems in the Champions League, then I go for weaker, I'm piska. And then the Skabeba, I see a bomb more bigger matches. I see a bomb more matches. So I see more matches, there are more broadcasts, and then quickly they change the format of the Champions League. And now the final person was Florentino Perez. Nasser Al-Khelaifi got a press conference. So Florentino Adjatu, now the Super League is 100% off the table. And only now you're back with a new Champions League format. Rich, Alexander Chefren, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, and everybody that's in charge of that decision have done a very good job. They've done a very, very good job. Very, very good job in that regard, in making sure that in terms of how I'm back. Now, in the Spanish La Liga, now you can say Barca possible in the Champions League. When you say in the Spanish La Liga, you 1 point made a dominant between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Now, this weekend, Madrid are playing against La Real, which is Real Sociedad. Once Barca are not playing this weekend because of Copa del Rey game on board on Thursday, whatever happens in that match, especially on Saturday, so Madrid 8 success, no esha, they go straight on top of the Spanish La Liga.
So that's a bit on Monday.
Yes. So once they get to Monday, but once they score, and Makacho said there is something about team Obebo first, anyhow the pressure switches. Barca and loss against Atletico Madrid, they would have to respond. Madrid for now coming from a place where 4 out of 4 under Alvaro Arbeloa, the games have been coming. They've been winning their matches. I'm expecting that at home against La Real, they will get a job done. Rich, the Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Mastantuano, the boys that matter are back. The last time they didn't have Vinny, no many Mbappe, no many Jude Bellingham, no many Rodrigo Goes. Rodrigo is still out. Bellingham is still out. Vini Aba, of course, coming to out to Abrante friend Mbappe. Now, me Padibia, Alvaro Beloa AL Madrid team, which constantly making sure that he is profiling the players right. I say, in the last few months, we've been saying consistently because it solves about 90% of problems. Mencon, Kobo, Federico Valverde at left back or right back. When you have Trent and Carvajal, Mencon, Kobo, Eduardo Camavinga at left back. When Alvaro Carreras is there, play Camavinga in the middle. Play Chimeni. Don't play him as centre back. When the United and Asensio are there. And they asked him in his pre-match press conference, this is how obey. Obama boy is in a natural position. Which, when they do as they've been doing, I think Madrid will go 5/5.
Okay.
Madrid will go 5/5 and they'll go on top of the Champions League. And that is going to be a very good one for them. This weekend, an English FA Cup now, which is Gidi Bia and Shade Premier League. Which Arsenal are the record holders of the English FA Cup. Now I've said several times that game against Man City in the final of the EFL Cup, I think psychologically to define Arsenal's season. And that's a huge one for them. But they have to play in the FA Cup also. And now, saying Andy Kane, 2 matches came on. I like the backstory of Hull. Which means that for the very first time, Liam Rossinia was a player with Hull City. Now at Hull City, in the final of the EFL Cup, final of the FA Cup with Hull City. Which, time final, Hull City for taking an early 2-0 lead against Arsenal until Arsenal turned the game around. So his FA Cup journey, second one, came at a place where he played for them as a player, coached them, and also played in the final of the FA Cup with them. And then there's also championship. You know, Hull City are flying. Yes, it's a championship side. So the backstory was nice, and that's what I was telling you before the game. No, see, Nabusha forward landing are coming to watch the game at Hull because it's a place where he started. Now the Manchester is here, the only Chelsea for, and then they are getting a good time. So this is young Liam, as young Hull City manager. Those days at the club. So I got the story of Nhyira almost sacking if Hull City.
I will show you.
Hi. The club owner said, "No, Bob, sa Pep motigi takabo efedo do ompesa no mpamon." In fact, on one point in as Chelsea manager, the club owner has come and has still asserted that same thing. Saying into or no pamon no was that now young Rosinia am more pragmatic. I told you so more long maybe. Rosinia said there be young born paper and no till pamon the free water.
Maybe an result number. Because boy if baby near an result.
Exactly. It's the end. At the end of the day, it comes down to
that. Me sure say no but NF.
Yeah.
And a normal result.
Yeah.
Go into some pam.
Yeah. Now someone said Liam Rosinia actually Enzo Maresca or the Hull City share no. That Maresca or Leicester City. Or the nation. Now no me imagine no dia Liam Rosinia ye fian no gina on Liam Delap. No mo kwakọ say Enzo Maresca adwuma. Rich, Chelsea went into the game in a bid to win. Of course, after dropping points against Leeds United. No, I see me and person maker. You know, I fell in love with Enzo Maresca Juma because of the work that he did. I've constantly said that sad time when Juma Enzo Maresca bebe or Chelsea, he exceeded expectation. Qualifying to the Champions League, winning the Club World Cup, winning the Conference League. After all the uncertainties of the club, for me that was huge. Which, since Liam Rossinia came in, remember the catcher will say, I want to hope and then wait till I get things that convince me about Liam. But the very first thing I'm picking with Liam was the intellect and psychological strength to keep as a person. And I told you that ABF to Nkofobino, Liam is talking too much. And they'll see that, oh, Casado. But for me, it is going to be his biggest asset. Because every day when I think of Unai Emery at Arsenal, I think of the fact that he's a native Spanish speaker from Andalusia. And almost casting the wrong with Teche Mabutuno. One should hear it's about time. How to express yourself, journalists take it out of context. So getting somebody in the dugout at Chelsea who knows what to say, when to say, and how to say is very, very important. That was the very first thing. Now I saw about Liam Delap. That made a lot of sense to me. Then when Liam began to go on, and I'm saying no. Graham Potter Crabba and on the first 9 games, not unbeaten on Chelsea in to basketball. ABI is another one of those early ban or try so share na feed we all see hey Liam is good. Then after I sink baby. It's the end to your boss.
But for me, manager bounce.
Yes. But for me, Mr. Rich, the Diamikacho say manager you clear in his mind in his thoughts. No? For me, that is about 40% of the job done. And you say, just say, nana say, what do you want? And you go after it. Rich, when he came to Chelsea, I think one of the biggest problems was the psychological setback at Chelsea and how to deal with tough times. And Uti in the pre-match press conference, he has said it well. Rich, and no, you game you only the first thing I learned from the game. One, I think said Liam, the confidence no one. It makes him a very secured person. It's all confidence. It's hoodie and he's secured. Now that security translates into he trusting certain players in the team. The result in American The first example, Andre Santos of Chelsea number 6 and now. Rich, Andre was an Enzo Maresca, but Enzo, pure disciplinarian. He is Italian. He is a straight positional play manager, and maybe because he is not a native English, maybe because certain things it makes him unsure of people, into untrusting crass. So you realize that during the time of Enzo Maresca, now Andre Santos said Bobby. Bobby Becker said, okay, Liam knew Andre Santos as Strasbourg. So, so let's put him aside. You see Jaro Hato. All games are Jaro Hato. And every Chelsea player, you also Jaro Hato in the last few games will tell you that because of the game consistency, the improvement is coming. On financial change.
Is it not because of the rotational system? Because a few sell the players no. And they say I share fiscal conjunction now. Out of hand.
Okay.
It is an Italian.
Okay. The players are still there. Benoit Belachili is fit.
Oh no,
so again, so all the Benoit Belachili no bomber Chelsea consistently, or Chelsea player for the very long time. Eba. Now the Jao Hato ya Kraba. Ideally, Enzo Maresca will go for Benoit Belachili because his experience knows his team. Because Hato no so bad on young boy. But Liam is trusting them. Again, Joshua Kofi a champion. No malo gusto to bench and now. Risk the start here. Oyi risk film no. One malo gusto. And again, I'm telling you that this is coming for somebody who is a big fan of Maresca's job. But their approach to the game and decision making is differs from manager to manager. And it's clear in the approach of Liam Rossi as compared to Enzo Maresca.
So, in the next episode,
I'm getting there. Oh, don't worry. And then we don't have too much of the English Premier League to do, so don't worry. I'm very in tune with it.
Okay.
Rich. So, going into the game, and now, like I'm saying, he played a champion. He started with Mamadou Sarr, or centre back, and Obo Westy Fofana. Ideally, you'd have thought that, oh, Kobe started Benoit Bediashile. Then later on, Mamadou Sarr would have come on. But he started with Mamadou to play there. Rich, what I want to say is that the confidence of Liam Rossinia, and of course, the armor translating into trust for the players now, has made him feel like, Rich, now the players can play. And that is why since he came, one of the most important players in the team has been Abrantia friend Andre Santos. Rich, maybe for a lot of people who have not watched Chelsea games, they will not understand. But now share Maresca. Maresca, you will be a person or manipulating Fifino with the wide area. So constantly the ball should go wide, Rich, and then come to the central area. But for Abrantia friend Liam Rossinia, he is trusting Andre Santos to be the progressor of the ball with the short passes centrally. And then it was clear. The rotations, even with the same thing about this trusting, you can tell it from how one of the players no freedom to play in that structure. It is fluid. You're more in the structure. However, you have to trust each other to work for each other. And then now, Andre Santos was brilliant. The boy is slowly growing to be a very, very important player for Chelsea Football Club. And what he means
clearly, so Utiachina Hena, Utim and the confident Papa. Okutaba say, is on Chevabi, like confident or Debono.
Yeah, and
maybe I saw control, I saw pass or pass it.
And Rich, since Celia Musinia Bayern, just again, it's just a few matches. But against the 5-4-1s, Nana DBR, Chelsea struggled to break down.
Okay.
Against these teams, Liam is getting the job. And it was a 2-2-6. André Santos Caicedo started, Fofana, any Abranti Freno, Mamadou Sarr. Then, of course, had the two wingers to come inside. Into the ball, Pedro Neto as a 10, Estevan Willian on the right half space, Alejandro Garnacho on the left half space. Then had to, any Abranti Freno, Reece James kept the weight for them just to make sure Sume win it. It was a good one.
Okay.
4-0. It started with Abranti Freno and Pedro Neto with a good shot from outside of the box. And then, of course, in the second half, the goals that come in. Chelsea are managing so much. Also, matching. Congratulations to them. Go to the next round of the English FA Cup. 1 whole week, and Chelsea beat him arrested before the next match against Burnley and most of the matches. Now, Joseph Guardiola, let's start out for the match.
Oh yeah, Southford. How's I can teach him? Be saying so. I'm upset.
Oh, what they hard.
Hey, upset there. Games be saying no.
It doesn't happen to Joseph Guardiola.
Some fairy tale stories now. It
doesn't happen to Joseph Guardiola. Okay. Simple.
So far, there's a Liverpool now. Game against Brighton.
Yeah.
Premier League side.
Yeah.
Very.
But look at Liverpool beat them. Brighton, their form have not been good.
Okay.
I think that we are still going to
Arsenal Wigan.
Arsenal will do the job.
But before we go crown with it. And the best story, meaning maybe also story now. You see, Arsenal board no. I catch Mikel Arteta as a chairman. I feel we dear. We now bottle league never because players are demanding na yato. Bibia are demanding say I'm from Mount Natimi with Juma as a coach. Yato the amount. So you pay na sembia. Premier League need there. Champions League won't win any problem. But the Premier League. Because I'm so here result now say I be call Arteta and the boys na chance ye nyana. Alarm in kaka.
Oh, Veggie. The only time
I'm pressure my team so.
The only time I'll change my mind as team in G League, is if they lose the Carabao Cup final.
Okay.
Say Man City show Carabao Cup final now psychologically.
And no that matches ni bim to dana and no answer say every and answer about 130 bia ye di show ni bro and he say yeah when we change FM na Sunday match show anopa ye ba wa hwe wani su be brim pa and he there say tem bia every Sunday 130 copy 3 foreign front kwa foreign stories and ye dey bro nti wutia wo bete anopa bia de na say ye pa and he ma men trust we and matches ho na anwumre no twe Barcelona, Elbo, Gerona, nothing so much came to marry a pair and to wait a for me the treacher, Crabby Natchez, and a man sweat to me, Aqua Diabamo, Natchez, and a man sweat to me, Abuaya Pa, Uquail in Swa, a gamer at Tojanum, and near Kalari, Natchez, a Kalari, or more any letter, and the Elbo near came and also Elbaso, and after FA Cup and came back with Elbaso, Benford Bobo Chrono, woman so any team and Dean, and the McLaughlin, Natchez, 7:30, Nasa came and sweat to Matoja, and also Komaka Kwanswa, Etoja, Ewo, and the Matisa, Abaso and Ano Peno, make it Ediama now. But Yanko Bibreme, no Matisa Toja, CAF Champions League, CAF, Adiasa, Womuso Matisa, Basunano, yet to be the own Komaka, Ediata, one Chisawodos, another Matis Nibi, Etime Toja Natasa, and Yasam Kutwa, Nauko Piema, and no answer Ekema, na way your run of 8, and Yadu, Esasa Noka said, run of 16, and your boy Sisiano, and your many to me area. Now, where they were near Messi, CAF Champions League now, another Melody Sundowns, Wamu Bontram, Emma MCOJ, Wamu Antimiante, Afre Tima Nidini Al Hilal, Wamu Anso Ete, Tima, Jafran Aya Sent, Aya Eloy, Wamu Anso Eli Popo, Wamu Pomo, Atanaba Commentimante, Afre ESIS Tunis, Wamusun Abontram, Emma Letico, Wamusuno Etimi Antimubako Kra, Afre Nyasimba, Wamu Batanabako, Amastad Melon, Wamu Anso Antimante, afe RS Berkane ebantena miensa ma Rivers United womu nso entimante FC Pyramid womu bantena miensa ama Power Dynamos womu timu bako yenya Ali womu enso ene Asfa womu Boss Joshua ani yenya Young African womu bantena miensa ama JS Kabili womu enso entimante nti ene ya matches etota our CAF Champions League ena no pay ye kete diamond team Euromo quarter final no yenya Ali Boboko no from Egypt woma qualify and yenya Hilal woma qualify as far and so Euromo and Sana Tunis woma qualify yenya Melody Sanders yenya Pyramid and yenya State Malid and yenya RS Berkane when clubs are woma qualify CAF Champions League no woma so Euromo CAF Confederation and other matches ni bi answer toja na urama say na esi ekoye FC Zamalek woma bontena mienum ama Kaizer Chiefs woma timu bako yenya Armase woma answer bontena mienu ama Jesco United woma entimante yenya USM Oje woma answer any Olympic Club Safi woma game no aye 0-0 with that Casablanca bontena mienu ama Azam FC woma entimante yenya team and dinedi AS Maniama Union woma bontena miensa ama Nairobi aye United woma entimante afi yenya Joliba woma bontena nine ama aye team and dinedi San Pedro woma entimante CRA Belouizdad woma bontena mienu ama AS Otoho aye Doho woma so etimu bako yenya team and din at Istanbul woma also entimante bisanso ana Singada Black Stars team we many jomu yepa Singada Black Stars kwabna woma so entima heavy anti ano aye CAF aye Confederation na woma so omadu quarter final team qualify no yenya Amasfe woma awramu yenya team and din Maniama woma ko Otoho ko yenya Belouizdad yenya Olympic Club aye Safi yenya USM Oje and yenya Widad and yenya Zamalek we any clubs of my qualifier for aye CAF Confederation and yeka check akadiama na another adie bisi na yes as far for no womo chese yanka mo bianta yase womo di complain at the CAF esa se team womo ni Ali boy no Ali supporters na niama womo ye edit womo in fact no many nyu hu ye kra esa se womo se Ali fans no kwabna he bottles so pa womo tutu ye and the park no ma se so be bia esa se fans ni so metwa se eniama se dan ko de wa womo si epeno enti ene as far womu players no and now so to bottles at the bomb sa and to almost at a point in time now womu players no cry confused na we kwa po dia akwa ba ko dia bottle no mo de bro na mata say we try han no you know anom aya dia eba e wo dwuma de so na ye ka kire e di aba na mamenko England na mini ko bakakra mesa ba bibrim na ya ba beto aso Tottenham Hotspur wo my head coach new one I go to them but papa no eno na yama na apui atese no na wodi twageni no na do twa flight atese wodi eba na waba abaye dwuma no confirmation na nyaba enti ena ne ye hwanim se papa no agide so betimi ne boys na sate na feso ne makoye e wo land na sase so enom Tottenham Hotspur reporter eba e wo dwuma die so eno ada abranta de de nema eba ba kesan se na wepra eno ada from bench oba be assist e ma ne ma ye kama obeka last week na meka to se yes say na nema wentimi ama mesaka the possibility say wake up no won ko bi ne very high no wo buy a game onya na chese nema ye kama na oba park na extra energy pa ana abranta na edi eba no ada Santos Bobo ko mo so intensia ama team and team edi level velo wo mo enso no antimantum ba ko kranti eno ada na chese nema aye kama de ma Santos Bobo ko no eno ko ba kakwa ne na kwa na BBC eno a wo mo pon game na yes ma me ba ko abrewa ba ko na ohune mo so afidie metimi ewu asendwem na na wo Yesu Kristo akwaya no da fiase ya wo so wo twen Yesu so obebe yansa ne wawi kwabra no da ma me ne sem wo no ade ne hia ne pass ne lifetime obehia aye nema no waye na tu eno ano no eno ada oye nema tu wie o se afi metimi ewu asendwem entem na no eno anso dia eto eta nema eno a oba ba ka ebo game dia eto dwa na ena no pe ye ketre edama wo dwumadie so na Manchester United bobo ko no sa record we de nyame anu mempe sa record we kra record we mi hu an eye me ya papa se me hu sa record we atese record ya Manchester United kwabra unim sa Ballon d'Or no yaka players a wo mu agene dodo team a wo mu players agene dodo ka me say Manchester United o wo ba England a English club a wo mu players age Ballon d'Or dodo no ba kokora de me say me refi ba ko ate say manfa ba kwa nka better jami we ye nan me kai me say yenum ba kwa ka na kwabna yesi mu nemu mate satam na Ballon d'Or de nyo papa ni ya aye papa de pa ko pe no made na da de no na Dennis Law kwabna 1964 adey we zo Manchester for mo de come you say mo play ade Ballon d'Or mo am ka do kre 1964 Ballon d'Or eni Ronaldo mu de na yepe so Manchester so ma de 1966 and also say Bobby Charlton Nigeria 1968 and also George best says atam na fe na no ma ya de no di na mu yefo ana chese Manchester did to so ana Cristiano Ronaldo baba jina 2008 and two teams Manchester ba English club wo mu players age Ballon d'Or do pa de amsrama musha Manchester na matwo mu puste na sisi no Eden Hazard ne na Hazard akasa pi Hazard see so no a taxi driver was say yes tafo eno ano ye kwabna eno ya brante ni team di me pato Ellen Haaland no them said they confuse ba no you can say Eden Hazard now Eden Hazard say yanka mo bianta say life after football was at the age of 19 what in any idea tinya not just 35 years in we na so retire no she say simple why a dad with a 5 air kit and two shana offer na jenu mo bejo so esanse ni menum na she say no say adwuma pa o ye taxi driver no ne adwuma o no Eden Hazard why pen to be say ne car no gina hu a cheso obi fi wa aguma ne mam aye kama diama ne ebi san say wabo Premier League no apo La Liga no ye hwe comparison ne kakra obi aye na cheso mo ye ne de beto wo de ye ka football as amunima de pa football ma o kan bi na the difference ni yes no so La Liga na nkasa de wom I say all the so best started from the Premier League no was the Premier League ni you more physical when you hode ya wintimi more Premier League ni be and afi I am more of running we be two mirikasa we nyida because we tire we be ba be fa ball no akwa kwese better La Liga ni there are more of technical sabe cognitive na no na me say papa no be say what say ye di aduma ebo La Liga hodom na ofa team bi ati say atiko say na when you atiko me say na ebobo ne ade ade a wutimi say ne manyina ye kama ne ade wo so call Madrid no ade ba call betima ye say wo Madrid a betima manage game but our Premier League ni ye manage game ho esa so ye so manage game a be so obi e de ball na ba be for 90 minutes ni de ye full speed full sprint and ye de ball Premier League no but La Liga wo betima manage match ho better Premier League ni de ene sa ne te no en koma kakwa so Eden Hazard e de tuta wo dwuma de so na sama no pay Matia Mewura ho pa ayo panya ni de Olivier Safari wano ana yase woko kafa executive committee for referee no wano na oye president Edmond na Oliver ana so Olivier Safari asi yankamo bi ancha se wano ayi referees na yede omoko AFCON bebre ho wonim omo ayi ana me se ana papa yi wo ye president ni ma referees wase referees na yede ko AFCON no bebre ho wonim dodo na kakra bi na onim omo na ade a Senegal for ye and Sanko no na nko gina fifia anka Senegal players na nka bia obammo mu nyina card ama nka bia nka ye bebo 0-0 against 11 esan said ya Senegal for ye no ade a enye gudu kra ono pa de anka card obemma pa no anka enya asem kutwa kra enye ne say jeja Senegal for no emo mo ko dress room adan ya ye mobiem ye o ma baso mba be boss agem no in fact was ade ma course no na onye happy with that nemum do betimi akapa ye say ade esi ya pa no so mu committee nkra ya simple for say sa referees committee no mungu no esa sa o maduma o ye e wo AFCON no munim duma pa wo mo eye eni referees o mo de o mo koye ani yankoma kakwa so ha meti efi kafa kate ne make te dia ma na Ferdinand ana edi nkobo bi dipa Ferdinand say wo ko Manchester United o mo Bruno Fernandes wo e kama say Bruno team no no kwa na ye ne dia enti say ko ba say Bruno Fernandes ko na Manchester United ye no ma dwe so mo ko fa boa one midfielder de na ba o say one midfielder no won to be nya aduma no so mo kofo obi kwa de ne ba ade say Manchester United entire team ni nyina aduma ni bi aduma sa player na won be kwa kofa na de na ba say aduma na Bruno Fernandes aduma Manchester United no in fact anya de so be na replacement wo bi antimi nya say aduma no ade so mo kofo bi ba other players ni nyina yi o mo yam so be boa ama sa player no wono so atime deliver ye anya sa pa de be 10 aduma Manchester United no yen koma Rio Ferdinand Eddie Eba wo duma de so me ko Arsenal na Arsenal winim say this season no mutimi edi 4 major trophies Premier League no wo me na lead those 4 points different Carabao wo moko final utimi say na ya kama UEFA Champions League wo me contenders ana FA Cup no and so still na Martin Odana ano mugusu nti Mikel Arteta say wo di nkruma ye pa edema Arsenal boboko no na Vinicius Junior kasa Vinicius Junior ana ye bisa say Cristiano Ronaldo ne tam sana niam akwa no so wono nyame anim nie wanya lake woni Ronaldo ansia kan beta woni Benzema ana sia kan de obeka ya say Karim Benzema de onim ne ye pa kwabna o say Benzema no Luka Modric de we o masia boa ne football career no enya sam keto akra o say Oma Bwani ye pa one ni favorite player Karim Benzema. The reason tia was Benzema any favorite player say one Benzema boy kwabna so katana ni kra Benzema any baby onu Vinicius Junior gina and onu Vinicius Junior ni baby Benzema gina and the some more passes are between them no enye din kra na Benzema che ne niam pi amene eno na oyusu ata say ebo mad de bobo kwenti say the football career wo ka so obi abo na pa dia Mustafa Karim Benzema enso abo ne ye penalty ana Oma oye the favorite player or special and so Edman anom Vinicius Junior nkoma kakra wadi ema ye odwuma de asu ne and ye bisa say wo na fofo ne hwan and also na down for pa de kwabra Soboslai wasi domi Soboslai na down for ye pa na dosa on Bo Madrid enti ope players wo mumbo Madrid wo mo ye ne na fofo pa number 1 Branta de din edi Soboslai jotosu mieno wasi Soboslai de omusa ton na oni Soboslai efa namfo ana Lucas Paqueta aba sisi oko Flamingo na waba benya other players ni bi enso aka obi te say Rafinha wasi na down for pa ye Rafinha Savinho ana fe Rene and Rafael wo mu na ye na fofo ene ye nkoba kakwa so eba wo dwuma de so Vinicius Junior as a Carlo Ancelotti de in fact obey Brazil head coach no wabo ne ye pa wasi tembia Carlo Ancelotti frena wo frena no abisa za Vini wonim say World Cup ne ye bedi de wasi no mo de ayasresem no mo sere and in fact World Cup ne de o mani abri ye pass Brazilian team no person mo dem na de ba ko beka mo bia cha say sisi the treatment wo panyin de man no na ni ti wo ye pa esan say oba de Selesausa player bia no betima complaining say Carlo Ancelotti as also so player what players so see player bia in adamfo who pe coach otimi building relationship ye pa Carlo Ancelotti was it sad na Ancelotti no aboa ye pa ama ba bia obekọ bia no ema players so ho ye pa and a reporter eba wo dwuma de so Vinicius Junior as yan ka mo bia nta say Madrid de na ni tu ye pa aya na ni ji so si akan e ma vi Madrid bobo kwanti so biti no ke cancer man aya no antia se na ade ba ko a ono any Madrid team no mo twa so mpese o mo ye last season was it trophies and compensation of Medina no munyadiji no but this is in the Madrid try their possible best say trophy bia ye needed the bia no team no so betimi ante no enkoba kakra Vinicius Junior ade to Donny Malin wo no eko Roma na akoda no wan say Lonto ana Donny Malin de koye na sisian reporter menseka say wo mo any Aston Villa edi nkomoye pa ne permanent no ebenya go to 25 million euros no SK so mutu ya say Donny Malin koye no bona na nyasem kotwa na na cross say ne contract mu yese say omutimi ka UEFA Champions League slot ma trigger say wo mo sign payment afi wotimi bo 50% matches edima Roma boboko na so omutimi sign no afi say UEFA Europa League kro omutimi qualify say team netimi sign no emom say ko ba say dan chan koma bia one beton na 10% ebeko diama Aston Villa boboko no enti Donny Malin the reporter mensaka yesa brante no ebenya ka Roma meko Barca no medin koba kakra na Hansi Flick akasa yesi plans omo ye edema Roland Araujo say woman person be force Branton into play esa say na no da no recover and the big matches bi o ha omo so mu ntro ni insa one be yen kakra akrasa say na bi obetimi abo big matches edema Barcelona no aye reporter mensa eka efri Barca kate na Romantal da ne de enkrofo na yo madwe so mbe 4 goals no omso mbe over 10 niama na mo Atletico Madrid nyame ya do match Barca so mo obi abo mabaso mo nkobo game a Mama Varacano asem 3-0 na enkrofo we pa na mo bayasa na nyame anim ne Atletico ankasa de this season hey wo nye consistent back kra we peti ma inconsistency wo ma Atletico Madrid Pablo Simeone ni team no mo de mo hwan de kakra na Galatasaray o mani Galatasaray ebo 1-1 wo mo next game o mo kobo o mo bo Mallorca o mo ko win ye na wase Mallorca na woni Bodo Glimt koba na Bodo Glimt aso mo 2-1 o mo wie o mo ni Levante ekobo osuosuo ana mo koti Betis 5-0 the next game eno Betis kura na Betis aso mo 1-0 afọ ma ba beti Barca aso mo 4-0 ade atia na mne Varacano koba na mo ka Varacano asem 3-0 anti inconsistency de home ye pa ene na Geno Black say wo mo form ankasa de ene ye form na wo mo de ball Barcelona no ye ka Atletico Madrid tama Falcao mo ho Joao Framo ho Luis mo ho no satam no eno say no wo bokema Atletico sa ba power na wo mo de ball Barcelona ene ye wo mo form ankasa wo say nye form na wo mo de ball Varacano no kwabra on de so be ka mo atia say game yi game was oka yi game ya agba na ne ete na say game wa na so mayim na de na no a omo ye in fact was anya kra na ne go jizu obi yi game nti sa akwa na ka so omo yi game a oni baby opeso okeka kom ehwa be ka ba be wie ne so a o ka mo obi atese so omo yi game eno ye dia Pablo Simeone ede eba na Kobe Manu so yeso akwa akodi nkomo woni Bruno Fernandes nyina yeso omo say Sakoba say Mark Carrick woman fa adwuma na amano na mo di ba mo bi fufuro pa de team no majaibo nya de zo mebo team ni bi because Carrick board pa de the way ni amasi kodom munim na Manchester mo di coach bia ba de a wono aja manu ba Kobe Manu wo mo biem da Bruno Fernandes zuzu wo mo biem da emom no metete say Roberto Di Zerbi na Manchester United ayo madwe so mpeso mo di adwuma de ma mo say mo so Roberto Di Zerbi adwuma no wo be na successful pa na ade ba kwa abo pa ya say Manchester say Mason Greenwood born now bono so babaka obehia coach na ka ho na Roberto Di Zerbi ababa ya adwuma no and Roberto Di Zerbi Julian Nagelsmann ano mo yeso mo di adwuma no bema na mom no empempe ya make say de Roberto Di Zerbi ana early day metidi say ya say Madrid ayo Madrid say pass say Akoba say UEFA Champions League no kwabena ye you film no man to me amobra papa bia pa dia omekofa Mourinho ednaba because eduma na Mourinho eye ewo Benfica na ebro so na enye Madrid nkwa ya si England so caps ni bi o mu fi se wo mu nya yosa o mbesa no Pep Guardiola asi yanka mo bia cha se Wednesday do mu game on bebo no kwabena ye final enye se ka ba wonti ana mo ba so mu game bi o mu bo bia eso mo final ano ne ye de winning matches ene ye de trophies ene ye nkoma kakra tia papa ne attitude Madrid de so say sisi no mo target ne de eguso Nicolas Trautabek 70 million euros afi Enzo Fernandez 100 million euros and Mason Greenwood 80 million euros nti Madrid de say aduma mbe ye no wasama no Nicolas Trautabek and afi Enzo and Mason Greenwood in common in Ronaldo ade and meba so better mami we fama Robert Lewandowski so Bontrani ade we so ye hwan Lionel Scaloni ha kwabna once Spain and Argentina game Doji Euros no na Doji Copa America no edi so na so no ma bo game ya to di Falasima no na kwabna reporter menseka say yes Argentina for say Lamine Yamal kwa mama Nicolas Tagliafico and when you know the onko ba bia na so say Nicolas Tagliafico and obewu say obi ye aduma kwabna yemfesia nsem wo fie house awe ne mitima awe ni ntino we nya fi na mmesa time kra 10:30 me wi yemra fie na imedituma no ada Martin Kakawi so ya kwabna na Kakawi mbobo boys
Martin Kakawi de so ni mbobo
I praise wo ni mbobo na Kakawi tiase say kwabna tempo na yetimi di ball kotokoi ade no mo ni sa temi amfa ma
no enu de unya
kwabna mi nya say
unya sima season in na no memma consistent result inti
has ball pa
on has ne dru ha players no man na ebo
I agree
what is a like because obi a person nya the bragging right
so pay league adia and you go game kwa na so bonus out
I know but unya say energy na de bebo kotoko na has obi the game
ya na we dey so omunya ne sa ya pomato we dey so omunya ne sa o say we energy number
Martin Kakari he bejewu
kwabna boys in
that boy he bejewu
no cry say o compare game na omo ball ne no ada na de compare Patrick Razak mutam no and Sadiq Adams mutam na omo de my na do say difference room but at least where
generation
one way more picture compared to Manchester body mine say better two teams no almost standard in here and to munyi see am fama here kotoko standard where no other 10 against 11 if you born now no more no omo punch has to focus for punch sa kwa munyi ni say ya na mo boni say na other matches no mo ko gumu sa na ma
for a very long time Zako Mohammed on time sending message and I do sending message chance ni kese
but me ko de na mame mo yaba so go referee wa ye adwuma papa dani ni lai enu ala ye adwuma
okay
sisi na dawruma yitimi discuss game na ye boy no
okay
I mama ye referee sem bia Kofi say tam say has asem na make kan
team ate yes sorry utima I go so bet sorry so na
utima we asem na okay
all right insurance of 4.5 yento jumedi so emfa emamo ene anopei na ya ba be di game na ho enkomo enti twiben radio onso a okuta phone no bra YouTube Insha TV na ya mahwe de koye ene de ankoye titiru kuma say Asante Corona olusu game no ordinary 11 men in na ball game no 90 minutes and 4 minutes a referee de kan ho has a look and so ball 10 about at a point na has about 10 against 11 but in this whole the entire second half in the 45 minutes you know has to look at the 10 against 11 and on managing game na edinya 1-0 and so the free game tiaba na ya be dinin now and come but extra cash no said no pedia metena say na makawo says so unya register ya no register with the internet very very simple offer phone na what dial star 170 hash star 170 hash first option you choose option 5 the etoso no now choose option 3 the total crowd the activation no for extra cash no option 5 na so the awie na ebia first time I would dey dwumadi enso enia me patro extra cash no the tennis and tintin ni tete na say ebia na ope cash at the assorting near so emergency be about here cash but I show momo no so no say bibia ni so 0.00 and ntino now say unya sika bia betimi dia solve our problem no and one so be resorting to extra cash no bobesia at the film na say onso no wetimi at the solve whatever problem onso di sika no ekwa solve nemum ujiwia uwia na ode akoto baby a ofana kama say na next time bia no pebia onsa enso ebetimi akabjumadi forms capital womo adama na amode extra cash jumadi no enso ede aba abonten cancer measure me patro pains utie me na no pay ana ma me bi upapa bi wo fa bi ana or complain of air pains I don't know cancer measure we dra onoma nkakra ebe tu pains bia enso ekoso awoni paduanim attractive pain me can for cancer mixture and the amount and no pese kotobi oto na se unua bia na o papa bi o maame bi no so sa problem na not to be at their common no so etimi anum na wanya ayaresa na aduro na awota kwase se nyame adom ebi aba Komase Atonsu market Jinyase road na ho ena onsabetimi aka omonso ewo hompamcho obetimi afre number 0244871862 cancer mixture your number eno no ofra onsabetimi aka aduro ni bi na so no wetimi anom rush energy drink Yes, stay active and energized. Very, very simple. Also, if you are here, you make a crabby. No, imagine said said the Juma Dina or supervisor Beba. Now, Fed Yaona, or to Papa, so you may as well Kakano Tenase. While we are not China, you have more circulated. Now, got Tenefi, and into the Abasa, and no one say, oh dear, oh sorry, and I know Rush energy drink or Jumano. Teach you a driver from a long journey with a Rush energy drink now. A bit me abwa now so wait me stay active vitamins room, ginseng room, and a caffeine and so a woman. Onuma a bit me abwa ni paduani pa. Enti aya now so wait me ajo the Trillium Industrial Limited. Omo and a day a Rush energy drinky a day aba a dwaso makacha say and san juma etuaka. And until ne obeko China no mani ade China and ne say ye ka amaya omo ye greater. The China account because of Ayasanyama omushushu so insani nyumanum any ade na ama ene China aye big anti usuya babwa ye papa said ye isi operating excavator nom bulldozer backhoe roller forklift dump truck welding fabrication part of artisans ene mo ye word na word for ni na no munina munko je entity free IMSOC mining and engineering training school. Now at for the attendant say bia will be one more person a mining company. But mining no so we said any who in the BIM foul. Samsung air construction the same thing. And in two bar, you try when in the area we are obey me at the room, na baby one cassa opesa or the cubiano, one cassa or the echo 3 months. Now we school both theory and then particles. Ness, I want to know why Bibia kama pa, and so your host Casepa, Ufre Chichi, and Auba Obuase Zongo, Ababe Shadia, Wenya baby, Eduti, and so ato your high sense building a chrono pair, and answer of a friend, our 0539 732 766. Na one almost so at the air and come me pacho chokelim. On said and say, na a home ayading, or come market and be hot. It's now as I may breakfast, no, and your man should unquay your snack air time. Na and your man should unquay crack. He said, and Yamia dum chocolate at your back and at your back for good. This time, a buy, you know, on say a takas, and he said, about a quite dan watch, next you see in we. And into chocolate, Nanzia Namu doesn't know, not ye see, you know, he said, taste, you know, and now some good talk packaging and so top notch. So, and into breakfast, you know. Oh sorry, we are no ibia man kwadani bien kwadana dream ama bibia aye kama chocolate nso cream awum sanso and sugar enso awum dada so bibia awum dada dio hia aye onsuo hye na say you are good to go na say bibia nso no aye kama enso etimi adi amount ene anopai enti no chocolate I will just so na so wetimi atobi na bibia no aye kama pa adi amabusu ni nyina obi ape enkwada pe Sanso and Ubia and so any Jehon and into the chocolate is back. Kwana so koto de na we nya fe na akoto toto ayimia so was a is a kaneno okoto we ni wia auto milo na wi no fe na okoto sugar akoto we the criminal room sugar no room bibia dada no an nsuhie na say bibia kama and so at the amount chocolate. Enjoy the taste, feel the goodness. I know a chocolate, and I no pay, make come for the amount of pay. Amo ene afufropina aso yasina. Yedi Jumedino, and so at the Abraham the Monday edition. Enti, yes, started Jumedino. Na said yes, started me catch them no. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and it has a full super clash. And etimi ekoso awo eye Kumasi. Baba Air Sports Stadium no. Yes, started na yeni eye enkomo no. And so it's a Bismarck who's been payala. Ewa Sanso and Fifi Manfred omina no atenasieba na abedi game no enkomo. Phobia, never say die until the bones are rotten. And then, Jumadian Yanimuna and Eddie to my first question. And it's Osha and super class. And it should be well, Osha and a team. Also, I'll call Baba Stadium, Echo Share a game, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, overrated game, no, as saying, for a message, no, Ebrana Fee, Yemfa and started yen discussions, you know, and then an painting and super class, you know. So share no live on TV. Also, I share live. I will a stadium ho game no who saying meet to a expectation. And now say meet need na no bet me at the a message no aba na ya can at the ama. You bet the game na ankasa hon come but me be say did the hon so and hon come on you are now tactically 2 coaches you know said the musi approach game no kotoko adien na omu ye nie den no omu anye nie hands of focus so adien no omu ye nie ama omu nya goal adien so na omu anye nie ana edidi dramani ana so ni nyina na edi enkomo no atimi edi ama but me pese started with the timing 5 o'clock na ye bogi no na ye linking to attendance enra at the Kumasi Baba and Sports Stadium because as a game we promo kum the kind of publicity a game we enjoy no the enya sem kito akra and now with the attendance and the time in the ball game no emiti expectations no ana I know any discussion pese ye asana ya be di game no ankasa ho enkomo Ovi, good morning.
Good morning, Richie.
Na bibia boko de.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, solid.
Ede nyamiasi. Boba. Chama ne bia fine.
Oh, nyamia da ma bia boko.
Ede nyamiasi no am hu say. O share you na o enjoy game no. I see.
Na ya anisa na ede nyamiasi nso say na ya sabe piana. Ede chi obi bia nso oti.
Okay.
Na meet me you and I will start you.
I'm starting from Kofi na me.
Maybe mama tie poba.
Uba so tie poba. Poba time in 5 p.m. Any attendance. So when
pa eno kwa auntie na me ba.
Okay.
Yeah, but that obi bia se. Obi bia yesre bia se on free ni fie na o mehwe game na o mobile no. The timing was very good. But no, I had timing now. The weather was very good. Yeah, it was very conducive. Yeah. And I'm gonna buy Papa. Mm-hmm. I think in the last 5 years, this is by far the best Kotoko has in terms of spectatorship.
Okay.
Kudos to the management and it will be building on gym in promoting this game. Supporters in the end of my because I'm born here, but unfortunately, say Kotoko for needing kuku. Timing was very good.
Okay.
And supporters and also Domasi for coming, showing up.
Kofi?
Rich. My catch several times or her say near Emma leagues are air to say no. You beat me a drew baby, you beat me a successful near Yanko for Bano. I say intentional. I see a shedder near ye. I see a shedder near ye. Before I even get to the timing. Me say, of course, has a for shame, you know. A lot of the truths I echo so about saying is Kotoko players Kokotina radio so the whole week and all of those things. Of course, when it comes to the football in Napak has a they have that bragging rights. But in terms of marketing, in terms of bringing fans to the stadium, it was a brilliant decision to come up with. And I think that Enye Adebone to allow players to be meeting media, what you have to do is that coach them well, guide them. Tell them what to see and give them to the media. It brings attention to the club. Mm-hmm. And attention bounce and a positive attention, you're able to leverage it and then get more revenue, get more eyeballs onto a club. And important. And now, in as much as Kotoko have lost the game, they have gotten a lot of plaudits from the media point of view. No?
Yeah.
From almost skates and kakranka players not going out to go and do the interview and all of those things. Those were things that they did and they did well. Rich. Makan several times with Yasi. Say any game a big game. Not even Kotoko and Hearts alone. Kotoko Ediana, Kotoko Bechim, Kotoko Mediama. Don't play that game before 3 p.m. Especially on Sunday.
Yes, because you see, we need to understand baby a free bar. Say Oko UK no more matches 11 and 12, no more lunchtime now. For them, religion is not a big thing. It was sorry now they have lunch at the stadium and they watch the game. So they are merging the football with their way of life as a people. The regular Santini or Christonino, Sunday or Quasore. Or Quasoria, so upon an upper 10 crowd to send me a Romania between 10 and then 3 a fufuna me paid.
Bizukra de Quay,
Obi de Quay, Ebi de Sierra Ebusiafo, Ebi Quay no Mabebre, Obi Penny dear Honedi. So within that stretch, a fanatizing with family. Into the born a 12, or the born a 1, or the born a 2. Again, in terms of weather, like Poba was saying, the sun is scorching. It will be a pesoba, but to Nika, it was shady we bo. Ombejina Kwaho take and son of a little bit difficult for him.
We have a tenarium.
We have a tenarium. So to push game 5 p.m. Wapon sorry. We did the Ebiko and Jumata record next day power 2 when you fufu when you bush of wedding come plus the weather is conducive. Two months of background and you don't beba. Ebusiafo no go from no monam. And on na down for biba. Then we are it has to be intentional. And yesterday was critical example. It will matter what as we go forward. We need to find ways to play these matches under floodlights. 5 p.m. 6 p.m. Yambo. Again, let us beef up the security of stadium. Security and a big concern when we used to play games in the nights. No, can be sorted out. Which CNSA, not just even the football. After the game, look at how Hearts fans, the economic activity in and around the stadium became booming. Share all the pubs around the stadium. All the interest. Exactly. Exactly.
At least we
and this is on a Sunday. Rich, imagine saying Friday and Saturday will be on Kwajuma. And I say Saturday and I do many on it would have been way better. So for me, it was a smart idea. Say about our match at 5 p.m. Kotoko's publicity was excellent. Kotoko's plan in get ding or China then. They will make some revenue. ABN the share of Kotoko, but it's a good start. And these are the things I see you free and run match a course between Kotoko and Hearts. For me, was a very not rich minister. What realize here? Who needs to have some best supporters? Kumasi has best supporters are not in Accra. Their best supporters are in Kumasi.
Team Bar.
Yeah.
Come be organize one.
Yeah.
LED team base do ma call.
Yeah.
Your pon game no mo sha and Razi.
Yeah.
Also a idea has for ne tie pass on Bakumas no be nia. On answer from anim ho. Ha. Na omu nyina akọboa mo ho no. Na team base no umbe lead o ma de ma kugina answer from ho.
Yeah.
No mu dru ho a super.
Ade medimania to form.
So we has a player now what team base ni ma. Fe kra keke.
Because on time who team no Kumasi. That's also another factor.
Yeah.
Because of one Hana de be on who team every 2 weeks and every week.
Yeah.
Has for no more one kind. Say
in terms of almost supported team now saying.
Yes. Me say has for Ebo and me again from the point of view of many has players by 5 didn't come about this. You know, because now me hear little research on Nintia has a phone struggle to play at home. Also, must start from Accra Sports Legon, but still they struggle. Especially Kotoko Kumasi phone bobo one cry no, or mobo has team no. And I say we almost bobo Kumasi pen on more honum. Which almost say has fans now are crown, almost bobo na say be a mistake akrebi bar. You've seen the videos of Omar Menes and Yumanyamane Kosono. It happens there, especially in Ghana. To them, only a little bit impatient for them one cry. But some of Kumasia, they see the love to be more. What Poba is saying can be true because again, and yet they be on club no and better rival so over here they would have to up their game. But of course, they do a good work
under pressure.
Yeah, under pressure and it's so form.
Factors.
Okay. Anna, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Now what you saying?
Oh, Nyamia do me way pa.
Nyamia say. Me the same question. Timing. Na linking to attendance and Kumasi Baba Stadium.
I think say there were maybe the organizers of the game were intentional about. There were some me and Canin CP said they were intentional about, but also contribute here to the attendance now. Now, say you push a game now 5 p.m. there. Perfect. Because Enra, even when you were late to the usual Ghana Premier League match, because of Enra time, you were not late.
On 5 for the
boy say a tray. By the time I will calculate you, okay, maybe we 2. Na me sim na ba. Rich, your usual lateness to a typical Ghana Premier League game, Enra will still have 2 hours extra for you to say I will make up for the game. Number 2, Enra, a nipe bar stadium one. Rich, you still enter the stadium and your body temperature, the atmosphere and the temperature is very, very cool. Because in Unato, a very, very good amount, sir, good weather, I enjoy football. And your supporters in Nkwa, even for the players, and no more health. No, just the players, they were fresh throughout the game.
We are behind
so what any more you can so bet me dia bobo na opesa obono. So the time in it, I think the organizers were intentional. Whether I communicate say they want to take their game to 5, and I say with all the stakeholders mujitu so Yafa game no 5. That was an intentional decision they took. But Rich, when we say in relation to the timing, so I did be boa game no pa. There was no major foreign game. Until ebe share timing no pepe. This weekend in the Premier League, more Premier League.
FA Cup.
Games so and a baby now can be. The only game I near to one a big game with England and no was Arsenal against Wigan. It's easy to dish to go and watch Kotoko and Haas. Now Real Madrid on Saturday. Yes, there were no major distraction to a typical football fan. I want done a foreign team. Now all try to say any Kotoko and Haas the enemy. There was no choice to make. One choice. Go to the Baba and enjoy. And to say DBRC didn't come out about attendance. No Nkofo try to be deep about the topic. No make say. Ebeboa say we will fix some of these games by looking at the foreign fixtures. Any baby at the best. Rich and was evident. And was clearly evident. There was no competition to the game. Until any football fan was focused, that was our game. Then the last one, I think, sir, especially Koto Company for Nabaso for the publicity no me. Super publicity. And Rich, may advise here about Coupe. Look, we are management member. You can have your favorite radio station. But Rich, any PMO, Baba and Rano, they came from every station listenership.
Sure.
Intime, Meti Asansuba, One Hilary double by. So we were part of the stations chosen by the management to do proper Saturday and need a quantity year showing in a Sefred Befia. All their promotion strategy we were involved. And yeah, Nuntina Mary Lasaka say, oh, everything was perfect. They can do more. Because so omo adding more of the radio stations emo ability obi on necessary in a listenership. Until the publicity was massive. The social media promotion, influencers or use you from Nanama McBrown to Kill and Tia to Vigilant. Obia was now were involved. Now unim Adiebi Rich in typical marketing say support be at say ne baby na oti say radio station or call TikTok or call Facebook or call X na oti say oh yes appear stadium to take it 10 yes or anyway out to take it way yes NDC chairman was anti region out to take it yes chairman or then one appear to take it yes CID to take it. What signal does it send you? It's sending a typical person the mindset say give way and conform about the share.
You know nipa by 5 I know Michelle stadium I'm catch him say bar stadium papa. But the way players in the bar radio, so
I'm telling you,
Casano, person number
exactly.
So
that is how you invite people to come and watch. That is how you do it.
A shippy amount for interest.
Get to the heart of the people. Who say and when I'm in the say what say any management of any of these big teams, and say oh, I see a baby here, take a house, you know. You beto a period where attendance will form. Ghana football no almost see a conform. And they are not doing anything to challenge the status quo. See a bit matching, you know. They are too relaxed. I say, oh, so ya nyakama de namba, obiampo aja to that side, you know, form. Now, when Kotoko decided to challenge the status quo, and say this time around we will do whatever it takes to get the supporters. Did they get them or not? That's all, man. And you may too relax. Let our focus be towards solutions and be pragmatic. Not to one among you will see results. And Ushenra gave me any more results. The only good thing I go for Kamba Kotoko. It's how they were able to promote the game and get the numbers. Almost win, no. In America, even though you may be a Kotoko supporter, Obuofu se Kotoko answer, maybe Obuofu management players, but Anya Shekrano, you can't take away their promotion of the game and the response and go for the mind. Then the last thing will be, Rich, and you're paying in an Alfredo more on until when they listen, you thank them. Publicity here and conformity here. Omomiti other radio stations, omomiti a shabu of social media. Yet do massive for them say omo respond they say oh yeah beba. Kotone
has game. I think it was President Cup Accra. Ye big gate via man for some. And so good trace can go. Yes, a big gate do their control heavy or so.
Oh, na say yenya so time as match promotion event. Kotoko league. Coronation,
yeah.
Be free get a money celebrate a league.
Empty stadium.
People say we are not coming. Empty. They did well. Yeah. People responded, and they gave color to another program. Now they gave color. Rich, who shake game now to anywhere crowd now. Who said this is a typical Ghana football environment? Na you know. Empty. Obia will play role. Obia will mubiano. I think say I was pay that Omasi. They gave us a spectacle. MIA where for the first time you watch the Ghana Premier League and you can compare it to say without Casablanca no be able our Africa big match. So who invite you will be a whether to watch it on TV and now to come to the stadium. Now Jawanum said this is the biggest fixture on the Ghanaian football calendar. Oh, Stadium wa or Bekasampa. This is indeed the biggest fixture Ghana calendar. Yeah, do be or Jitu Muma the year feno. Yeah, the Omase and Kotoko did a very, very good job. Yeah, boy about to say no. The way I am quiet, you can't say free. You get it? When we set the tone like this, not the way you be a kumu can crest. I deal with the old boy home or the next time when you hear the same voice, no, see, wait there. Minyansem no gisa one in the year. Not one 17 in a very, very good picture.
Stand up here, so a very rated game, 7.5 over 10. Julius, I tell say Obama game 10 over 10 because that game no perfect. All right. Frank bo minim so anya udini also Obama 6/10. AJ Ministry was also rich. I'll rate the game 8/10. Good organization, good refereeing, good attendance, and good timing. AJ Ministries and this message at the Abbey and then an opposite to me abana. Odo message no at the Abba phobia. Never say die until the bones are rotten. Doubt that Asana. Ona this message at the Abbey. All right. My message is me kwa ba na mabekani na and so at the amamim and then common enemy na edi kotokone as in nura. So we TV a chine shows over stadium ne be ya. See the 2 ASKs on 1 to 10. I'll be rated game no and so saying memfa enemy coming na via ba. Afe na ye ba be di tactics. So and no 2 teams no. Coin bang and 2 coaches na approach game no. Na emfa me di san community na no. Emfa but before no yeni apomede ho enkomo. Maka cho se 2026 yi mo apomede ho enhia. Enkenka se currency for tenasia. Me pacho ti wo mo na ade e ha wo no omomo na ho nso entimi ento. Opani
Rich.
Good morning,
Morning, Rich.
Pacho na what is saying?
Boko pa na so e.
Oh nyame adom. Ye ho ye pa currency. Enu papa. Pamcho yentimo.
Rich medase e wa akonya kese a ode amame. Na me de enche pese su free currency ka so ye e ma etiefo nyina. Ebe metena sisi ya no hu se ye nupa na e wodwa so a ye frɛ no Zahara Mr. Zahara G capsules. Zahara man capsules. Ana hindi heba Mr. Ye no imu nkomo emu adanse ene emu nchechiremu ana ye de besom anopai. No therefore nkome ya sase ye de ye dua ye frɛ no Zahara Mr. Ene Zahara G capsules ana e hyase e wo nkomo twetwen mu. Na sa duro we aya dura oba ene bema etiminom. Se uye bema na utie me na na infections pa hawadwen. Bema bi wo ha infection bi te se gonorrhea, syphilis anase chlamydia ene na betena. Eba ne sa etimi ma ne bema na efon. Etimi ma ne bema no ensansan ne ekrokro bi atoto ne bema no ho a sabi ehonya ni kakra. Bema bi so ho a eba ne sa impempi no odonso a na obre na ochim ubonsa donso no entimi emmeye ubonsa ohwa na donso so eka ne ntentem bema bi so ohwa enam se wafa innam yare awura tokrobo ni munti no ohwa bonsa enso man bi na efiri ne bema eba se uye bema na uhu saa niema we ewon ho na wako bema uhu sisaye bia mese Zahara Mr. Ene Zahara G capsules no yade eduro no abasa embeboa wo oba bi so ho a 2 years ni onya ne menseseda 5 years ni ontimi emu ne nsa eba ne sa na ohaw pa no nam ewo na awom se oye oba na utieme na ontimi emu nsa Quadra store pharmacy shop herbal shop bi aban wo se wo pe Zahara Mr. Ene Zahara G capsules na ye wo ba bi so ho a white pan odepo hanadwen me se etimi ma ensuo bi agugu na sabi ehonya ni kakra etimi suma enkekaye nkitinkiti bi ene ne betena se oyo ba na otesa mesrew edura aba ebeboaw ene Zahara Mr. Ene Zahara G capsules enu ni edura oba otonoma white na abetena so acha waku for so many years uhun sisaye no ne nyina ebefiri ho esa beboaw am wa himfie ho no sede hositie no ehwa ache kama etina na ba na ebesa babiam ti sa uyo ba na utie me na white hawadwen enu wa betena wako uhun sisaye bia ko ba bia ton aduro bia wo se wo pe Zahara Mr. Ene Zahara G capsules na sa dro we asa ye dro won so a ebodofo bia obonsa ononko a tabia obedwale awie no na yese de bibi enenam ne ho no ne ho ekeka no nketenkete saade we aya no odofo utisa Quadra store pharmacy shop herbal shop bi aban wo se wo pe Zahara Mr. Ene Zahara G capsules na saadro we ayadro won so odofo no brabi home se all sa pa hawadwen se all sa etetew wako for 10 years a entimi nko obi ho a ondidi ya ubosa ne yam nyina edwa no aduane so tone yam pe ubonsa ne boa no nyina ehhye no na mfe ne mfe ubonsa na chinkasai na ne ho ayira no odofo utisa edura aba ebeboa wo all na edi 10 years no for Zahara mixture no ene Zahara G capsules no aye waldro odofo bi so ho a owo weak immune system me patch sen onante kakra bi a ubonsa no nko na wabre oye bi kakra bi a ubonsa na ote so te bia ubonsa no nko ewa ehana dwen wabɔ 10 years in order for oda hombo wa wonko de bia infections teteo ekona ba utreat ekona ba order for edura enne aba ebeboa boost immune system no na wapɔmuden no enkonanim na edura order for ebeboa enne Zahara mixture enne Zahara G capsules order for je na mesi ebia na ohia chechiremu bi anasa bibi eche wadwene so 0246 34 83 34 0246 34 83 34 0248 56 93 35 0248 56 93 35 Other for yabako ye dry feno hindi haba Mr. So na sa dro we eye dro yade abasa enwodofo bia malaria fever ehana dwen obi ho ade bia nanum ato ontimi endidi enye kama ubonse de bia bonse nipadua no ne ho atwintwan ubonse ono nko ade bia tipaye de bia ahohye odofo utesa ko ba bia ton dro Ghana ha wo se wo hia hindi haba Mr. enu ne dro odofo onoma ebeboa wo typhoid fever na odofo aye kran kwete wo so no wakun for so many years uhun sisaye bian odofo mesifa hindi haba Mr. na aye wodro u sugar level na obecheke na de bia ekosoro adano ayamsisia no ko ba bia to wodro bia wo se wo pe hindi haba Mr. wo pressure na etete wa adano dadwen odofo mesi uni hawo quadra store pharmacy shop ba bia to wodro Ghana ha wo se wo pe hindi haba Mr. enu ni adura odofo no ma ebeboa nipadua no asiesie wo jalie bia ahinta asie ewo nipadua no no hindi haba Mr. ono ma ne nyina ebefiri ho ti ko ba bia to wodro bia wo se wo pe hindi haba Mr. odofo yabeka ye adura etwato ho asema efe no Zahara man capsules na sa adura we eye adura eye memedura ye de aba se embebo ba ma bia ene waye mere sa uye bema pa na utieme na uwo weak erection wonko ade bia u complaini ana madwuma den ana metena se bema mesrew 2026 e mai se omon page na jene menkofa obi baba embe man excuses adwuma na osa woye ti se uye bema na utieme na uwo weak erection sabi esem na adwo na ba ne sa na enumguase na aka wa bema mese quadra store pharmacy shop herbal shop bia ben wo se wo pe Zahara man capsules sa uye bema so na wo ho na sisi yale eha wadwen eteteo entimi ema mo adwuma endile ema oba no ene nje bema mesi wadro ene Zahara man capsules sa uye bema so na wo ho na premature ejaculation ene wabetena wo de wo bema no wabon homoden ene 1 minute sa uye bema na otesa na ya 2 din 1 minute bema mesi bema uni o hawo for Zahara man capsules na wadro enu ni adura bema onoma eye natural herbs a enkofa nsunsanso bia enkobra udachen enu ni adura bema onoma emfa ahohye bi ani tipaye bi enkobra wo etise na upem memeduranom a ebeboa wo paade a bema me say menya mistake tusu Zahara man capsules odofo utadro na benom adopa 2 enum na 2 mereye bia waye bia ebefiri ho odofo saje na mesibiem 0246 34 83 34 0246 34 83 34 0248 56 93 35 0248 56 93 35 odofo de bia meka mesi bambo atrema aye chen ayaresa bokitima edodofo mentena ho emma yare no emma wonyamobo ansa no wato no mo ope karisiki nupa ye de beja so a ye fe no Zahara mixture eni Zahara G capsules a unum edro we mienu a wo de mixture no ana be yansuo amene G capsules na ɛbɛboa wo boost immune system no asa to infection bi ase ɛne Zahara man capsules a ɛyɛ memeduro a ɛboa bɛrima bi a wayɛ mmerɛ ɛne hindi herbal mixture ɛboa the phobia malaria fever typhoid fever high blood pressure ɛne diabetes ɛne wabɛtena ɔdɔfo yɛ nupa yi Ghana ha ɛfa baabi a yɛtɔn aduro sɛ ɛyɛ pharmacy shop herbal shop licensed chemical shop wokɔ hɔ abɛnya bi atɔ na mehyɛ wobɔ sɛ wotɔ aduro no a wobɛyɛ adanseɛ na wakahyɛ characteristic aduro no ɛyɛ aduro papa medase rich
enso yɛdamase paa characteristic ventures for ne nupa da bia mo nso mode ɛma Ghana man nyame nhyam nti nso a wotie ne yɛ no wakɔ akɔtɔ aduro no bi na ɛtumi aboa wo yie paa afei na yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ no ankasa deɛ wopɛ tie no game na ankasa no menim sɛ hɔ ɛna mo pɛ tie enti bra YouTube Nhyira TV na also a part of the show na the obese oka e refer no game no bia no obetimi at the Abasek of Mohammed or say good morning. Yes, we came, we saw and we conquered. We have broken the chains and the beatings will not end here. We will continue to beat them until they beg us to stop. This is Accra House of Oak. We dedicate this win to our hard-working new MD, Mr. Julius, the NCC chairman, Alhaji Yusuf Abdallah, and our new Ashanti Regional Chairman, Mr. Ba, not forgetting our fantastic fan base in the Garden City. Gradually, House of Oak is reclaiming our lost glory. Second Mohammed, and our this message at the Abrain. Abe proper, say, ye be the game no comedy. Ye be tier two coaches, you know. Kwan obia fa so approach game no. Na yemfa me din komona ankasa emfa game tibra YouTube Nhyira TV. Na also a part of the show. Yes, started with the winning coach. Coach Masood Didi Dramani. Osi Diana. Oh yeah. Or did 10 against 11. Abesha Kotoko Kabako. Awo Kumasi Baba Asidiuma. Kotoko pray. Omo intimi anti Didi Dramani. Ninsemini.
Whatever we knew they were going to do, we studied the team. We appreciated their strengths, and also we appreciated our strengths. And then we knew there were going to be moments where we would control the game. And I think we controlled the game right from the beginning until we had the goal. And then we looked a bit destabilized when we had the red card. And then we needed to manage the situation in that moment. And at halftime we have that moment to structure in order to deal with the situation.
Now we saw the attacking intent from your team right from the word goal. The goal that you scored, is this something that has been practiced at the training ground? Because I saw most of the players in the offside position, then they had to run back.
I think that you have followed us in many of our games, and then you attest that we do all these things, and sometimes you are not favored, other times you are favored. You need to believe in what you are doing and then keep that consistency.
Okay, and Coach Masood Didi Dramani after the game, no, I say Omoba game we know. Now I shall go to team the pa with the number. And into on training grounds, no watching the Ranteno. Say game now, you could have say Yana Kotoko Baye. Into obedience, the answer the best you now, or say or share Kotoko baby, I'm just strong. And now also the body in the team said, Debbie, we will move you on for and shame. Now, a dear Bakwa, coach say, on mobile game, no more year pa, and he said, on control game, no. Into first half, now you want to say, almost 30 game na has, and an air control game now, on the enya go. As a time we share go anyway and check and umkodi red card. It is our no na amani team na say I be kakra. And now say on manage game no in the second half, especially Sabra na yini player bako. And so the film so over her second half no has answered that mom normal game ni huomo in the first half because na Sabra no say so manage game no na ne one go na no in the first half no otimi at the appointee coach Masood Didi Dramani and so at the end no. Now to the losing coach, Prince Owusu. And also, I see a banner saying, and Nemranti, Omo Entimi Anje.
The boys they did their best. They kept on fighting even to the end. But it's just a mistake from the goalkeeper caused us all this. So
now you played 56 minutes of the game, 11 against 10. Why did you not change the system to have more men up front? Because a lot of people were asking.
We did. I think we did this year. We put 2 men at the top and then 2 on the left and the right. We did that one. I think you didn't recognize it.
How would this impact your title ambitions? Because if you had won this game, you close the gap.
It's making it very, very difficult for us. We need to fight very, very hard before we can get our title ourselves. It's not easy.
Now it's 1 defeat. You have 12 more games to go. What needs to change from your boys?
Well, it's just the mentality. In the beginning of this game, they were rushing to score, and it costs us. So I think we need to talk to them and work with them and see.
Finally, would you say the better side won?
Oh yeah, the ambition they brought, they went to fight to win the game, and they did that.
Okay, and the losing coach and soon cheche more de amaye no no se nyame ne boys no mo coin na ya fa na de na amfa because has en ye den o de bag game no eno na ma kotokon so niam antimi amfa momo eno na nipa na o ye interview bu say coach at the point na has for you o mo player ba ko enka ho o mo button against 11 pass still na wanim ho no I say players na say nka do mo ba asi na bia nka ba ma anim fo na doso no ma sha has no as still na achire na no de and bia na okra wa hwe anim ho no mo yetu ena na omo ebo anim nti ade no fa ena amfa no say bi sanse na na ya hyewi eze kotoko mo ambition say mbotimi agi league no still na no ada so ho ana say eni ho ano say o kan okra niam mo adin but they still fight say omo betimi enso ahweso betimi agi league na kovi mama sha sem fan free ho na ye koni na no fans reactions so ha na de rewura mu kakrakra adi ama yetiefo yentiwe game na nkasa de na hu ye na one mene yetiefo na no yenche bi good morning why you know also sa enemy tunga am I? No, am I? Okay. You know, for you, technicians now, mumra no my intent na. You start a discussion. So better me no message now, but na ya can edi amafe na ye be di game na ankasa hon komo. Kwaya two coaches na approach game no. Wan enya ne de ye hwan na enya ne de wrong na fe yemfa any game no ahon enkomo. But probably who coaching I mean who mu anti as a coach ya de ho and as a coach to papa so a I know two coaches no when I who said tactically the other back up man so farmer no when I who so no de end am fakra and din my board no
Rich a has for no time I did na oba game say now he game ni din na he had a plan oba na yen say onya win pa o pegirigiri so he read the room and who said pressure okotoko so he actually came with a strategy say oba hanum just to contain them or frustrate you mu wi a na so benya bibia afima no na onya bibia na or the draw call
and the prince ozutie na o say you start game na ni players no omo promise o meshegu
no coach no eden coach prince no eden
yeah o come back emranding di
so utie didi post match na na nkomo kan nyina ne say time omo share no more try some be manage game no sa time no anche no mudi red card and no kwan say mamembo didi abaso
solid defense
and yes has bobo bebre but tactically he got it right. He was ahead of Coach Prince, and everything that he did beyond was spot on. Even the reactions when they had the red card, how or conducting how or she team no or catch himself a mumbai throwback, not players in NTS and or catch him say any of one funny or mobile because not got of one long balls. And your catch him say it's a long balls number one, and Kotofono did this for a very long time. That is where my problem starts with Coach Prince.
Muhammad Ali Owa, Kevin Osesibi Ewa, goalkeeper, and so what, and we're very good. So I mean, already Nhyira and San will Piaba Befabono. It will pay Jaboni Bia. It doesn't have difference in the Bepim and our goalkeeper Bepim DNS
around 26th minute and cut off he has for need red card. Omudi red card. The emphasis at time nyina dey coaching because of pressure near the players na dey among agreement.
Okay.
You call first half no. That time no wasn't any players in the casa. Because say only obi bobo no the red card. You don't float the balls. I see you do enya no etwa ase
ne cross bi anzo bobo
onya no etwa ase ten meanwhile ball the ball dey am kasa akomo say the space na ball sa space na the ball no ehonum na we utilize enti sa space na be there because they were one man down ti sa spaces na in between you know and then now senka cut off were exploiting but they couldn't do that because coach got it wrong. Coach Prince or experienced coach but also who say baby a ball na do any old ball but was supporters be our motor which is our time no so catches on possess the ball no more third half of the pitch
and I mean who player no who jina park no so anti who balloon ball ni bia either say has 4 and 5 in the bepem and our goalkeeper Benjamin Asare ba be chene no and who so ntimi ntuki bibi kakra
because a teacher and a student are there funny say student na bon and the coach also instilling in them and tell them say ball no mama floaty ball because mo bobia either say keeper na ba be chene and I say omo be head the ball no omo head the ball na omo nya hwiu no masa ball na mama no masa age no masa
peja no masa
head
continuously
sometimes no coach they tell them say the strategy you're using it's not working and you see omo bobo no the more center backs no mo bobo na 4 and 5 neji ball you don't baba Hamzata na so baba time set to say ba no akoda 3 and I see it ni omo bono wide meanwhile spaces and so the house for each me expect some number 10 be show up and 18 be show up no aje ball no nyambo ni mfinfi because the more am ball no wide no the more you are not hitting across of folk and they kept on doing this for a very long time and it's that time na coach near there enti me dey mebo Masud Abaso na makache house for ne say omo manre
okay obey
Julius my way best say omo manre and particularly me I was very happy for Accra for a very long time omunya moment enti ball we no ama supporters nso eni age kakra
okay
enti coach no omo manre no ntimi nye adwuma yes Ghana Premier League nebo no a lot of coaches no omo newsrosa
tactically
but few who now omo yard no yenya me person ka at least ebenya be 10 coaches in the Ghana Premier League omo nyina top send ebema your ball na efe because this is what we want say ball ni ebenya conformity and you even heard in the post match interview no he was giving tactical reasons technically and yet danyamia say why say I just say he or the oil nasi and Messi has for more no idea think he got
no did the Angasa there in terms of all managing game was solid solid coach
they should have beaten us
okay what about me that say coffee me as I say the them good morning yin tiwe time no ko
I think the match that here fini coach Didi Dramani on the post-match press conference no. Now, even with that, Usena Meka Senior Chow say has players ne say their best fans are away from home, and especially in Kumasi. Say over Ghana Premier League table, Ronaldo team or yet the best away performing team. That team with 22 points. Accra Folk. Hearts of Folk have gone to venues be to say Doma, Nanaji Mambedu, Akwakoje, 1 point a few on them. And they added on yesterday by getting 3 points against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, El Babaya Sports Stadium. And more will be a fee. Until a new match in Yobori, Nakotoko, Lusu with this season in the Ghana Premier League. They have played 10 games to be unchained with you. See a Bobo with you, Kwadi, Kotoko were unbeaten. But Hearts were the better team when they were going away from home. And that's exactly what they did. Rich, can you believe that out of the games that Hearts have 2 more this season in Ghana Premier League? And move 5 pen were conceded. Menkas were conceded 5 goals. But it's only 5 games and were conceded. And that was another game with a clean sheet. Say Agbeshio, say Benjamin Asario, Hearts of Folk managed to get the clean sheet. Which throughout the season, Oma conceded just 7 goals. 7.
The second half of the league season. That is how solid the team is. Again, so this Ankomona, you put it in the context of saying a league low scoring. Yes, goes be but a defensively solid and resolute team in Accra Folk. Which me buy na me catch you. Say 2 days ago, Nico Didi Dramani didn't come on. He told me point clear that he has watched the Kotoko team. And one thing is clear. Kotoko backline or anyone on midfield, especially the backline. Samba pending in ball from.
Be happy, ja.
And you say you are almost said that on go. See what Papa is saying is spot on. Almost say that. But two things are happening. They are inside players, 10, 8. They don't confidently show to receive the ball under pressure. 2, because all pressure man, I'm first thinking of solution. Young ball long number in 3 years on continue on per problem. He also knew and rich from the crowds of folk players. Obviously, did he catch him throughout the whole week? Say, Bono Muni Kotoko Bono. Because Samba O'Neal is the only confident player who likes to play the football on the ground. Yenfanto from Yembutino. So Omunya Bona, they should aggressively press Samba O'Neal. It is Samba and Quadro pressing. It is Kotoko went into the game, it's more or less like a flat 4-3-3. Has more or less like a 4-2-3-1. With and without the ball. And Oshe has set up how they wanted to play the game, the plan in which they went into the game with her. Rich, it was very, very clear. You're making sure, say, when it comes to the ball getting to Kotoko players in San Kwandia, we will press them when we have to. So, do maybe see a job more longer, your mom more long will win the ball. Mohamed Ali, SCB, consistently, they won all of those balls. To which, that was the first game plan. Let us play. This is from the opening of the game. You're starting ball now. This is the first action. You're starting ball now. Once the ball goes to Kotoko center back, long.
No, boys.
Long. So from there, you could see the half center back. So okay. Game planner coach catch you. Sahane besiwa on the ball long. They are not comfortable keeping the ball. They don't want to make mistakes. Almost no ball feel. And Rich, this is how Hearts of Folk approach every away game they play. You are under pressure to score and beat them. So they allow you to keep the ball. Only a few center backs in the Ghana Premier League are comfortable playing out from the back. Maybe quite comfortable, but if you are also a mistake, people will come at you enjoying it. Plus, the other reason is that your pitches in the Ghana Premier League and you're too comfortable to play on the ground with. In 2% will form the ball from a Beckham, and you're going to be in trouble. Which your ball gave me almost bare 10 minutes. Only one time from build up. And a Samba. And you're confident enough to play this pass. And this is what I'm saying. 20 minutes in here. Kotoko build up. Bonebeka Samba and Sano. The two center backs are already opening up to receive the ball. So you have to play straight into the middle to Walid Fusseini. Rich, all you do Walid Fusseini now is to took the ball and then they came over. So it was a very, very good game plan from Hasifon. This is another example. In the 10th minute, 24 seconds, Monaco wide to Kotoko. This time not Samba. There is an option here in number 6. Immediately the ball goes to Kotoko player. Clear option here. Same committing a pass. He doesn't take that pass. Or sign it. Now, or the ball not connect straight. When they come on the goalkeeper in Kamara. Several times. Kotoko were doing that. Only this time. And as somebody else or ball past the future. So it was clear. And when these things began to happen, not has any dominance, no. Rich, me Kokodu baby, Omunya a free kick, knowing that they can hit Accra, they can hit Kumasi and Kotokono. The job was done. It was the 10th minute don't see balls are passed no for. 3 minutes after that, Hearts of Folk gets a free kick in this area. One of the things that Obia on Hearts about this season will tell you about the Ghana Premier League almost set piece. Almost 3 set piece routines. 3. First one, say obo amana ko far post ha nipa no bo either Kakari or Wayo or whoever obeso ni kotoje. I'm telling Ghana Premier League teams ball dey go wide far post say obo na say ball na ba be sin fifi a obe peja ne nsa mienu Ubizas players almost they be almost a sense that's what they do. They raise two of their hands. Now, in the video nature, before this kick, Amankwa was called by the technical team. Say on the bench on him. Or call bench on him. In my opinion, maybe they didn't want to do their signature language because already that has been done here. Has added 3 players. Esibe, Adamu, and I think Muhammad Ali. And the Babi is in an offside position. Into you can see the Hearts are in an offside position. 3 players. And they spoke about it in the post match.
Sure.
Which the plan was the ball to go into the 6-yard box, central area. So they didn't go to the far post. Only say there Kotoko center backs no backtrack. I don't think it was intentional. The header was not a perfect header. I think it was a header. And Babi see it so
I know flaky.
And or backtracking or flaky. Of course, the goalkeeper had come out. I have a problem with Kamara's starting position.
Yeah,
because the starting position appeared as if he was confident or a jibber if it will come out or say was almost the edge of the 6-yard box. It appeared says he a bobo on a bar, but he didn't come. Immediately the ball came back to him. See where Jaiba. And once the ball got flicked over him, he couldn't do anything about it. Which said only be able style of play we see. Na obo 4-3-3. Na obo 4-2-3-1. Na o say on pressing 2 center backs no. Or more 2 aggressive. Nipo be pressing pe aggressively. Somebody do Ghana new because Nipo no need ball no. Say other 2 center backs Henry Ansu inside the camp na on pressing Henry Ansu. Ekwa say do on pressing no. Eba anwa on pressing no. Because when you say the number 6 and 8 will not show up to receive the ball. And you said before we break, I said Jehu was good because Jehu was the only Kotoko player who received to take the ball 10 and play forward. Obiati Walid Nima, he was hiding. You could not really see his impact on the game. And because of that, Kotoko front 3 Dogo, Amoa. Almost everybody was playing after Kotoko diminutive players. And it's Aka. These are all diminutive. It will be long and a ball in Kotoko. You need to put the ball down. Force them to even come out. Let the fullbacks go and do the high and wide job. No more 15 more.
Now do you know?
Force Opon to get a yellow card. Force Amankwa to get a yellow card. Of course, Amankwa a red card if you. Force them to get cautions out park in Fifi. Once you do, you dominate the game. Which once that did not happen, now has if only big first goal. They knew that baby are no more pekotoko. No more some jina. No more head to win results a free match. They had gotten everything they were looking for. They had gotten a team only demoralized. Team only too confident because of issues of the pitch. Team only ball park in Soprano because of our fans near the they are going too long. Rich, Mimi Huni said the red card was a good thing for Hasselhoff.
Me catch the hands Navy.
Emma gave me easy.
Me catch the hands.
Because born any embassy babble. And I will too confident. Any show. Any red card. So they will leave the ball for you.
What about second half now?
But
you manage the game, you have 5 points in the
in the second half, they sat back and allow Kotoko.
Because maybe as a house at the 11 year.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe a second half, I'm transform the people.
Then if you are bonus to achieve, then you're in trouble. It's even then. You see, say that hard to folk for Kotoko for it's still we're going long. Which for me, the game did Dramani won it on a tactical board.
Okay.
Kotoko have better players than Hearts. But when it comes to the tactical acumen on the night, if you are judging by that,
supporters now can say a coaching.
Oh, yesterday Hearts were a better organized side on the day.
Okay.
And, I mean, I don't just say Kotoko don't have a good coach, but Hearts were a better organized side on the day. And you have to give credit to them.
That's it. And maybe be lines in Mama, for and so Abecho Magenti, Fifi Manfred, Edna Mate Nenkaso, Wachim, Kama Pa, a day Amansha 104.5, Besman goes to Empire and so Edge Batono. Na ono so de awram kakra ansa na mabie lines no na mo so de maba be chama dwen awo ayadwumadi eso we see the high Richard. I think the Ghana government should invest more in football and sports in general as it's been done in Europe. The beauty of Koto and Hazard game yesterday is a testimony that GFA can be great. Okay, Phobia Masters. And also a day Abraham and then an operate free a Gibson. All right, that's a power for a message or the Abraham na game no. F papa. Enti no na Gibson and so I can once a me tell when na me ajade akanameti for.
My first comment I am and we don't say things because we want to defend Obi. The Biameka say in Central for one of your biggest problem, we make extreme statements. Rich, Obi are saying, waka so Ghana football a good, football a good, and I don't football a good Ghana. We can have our challenges.
Yeah.
But what do you have to be very, very careful.
Which you better solve it.
Of course. You are part of
the you
are part of the
you better solve a problem, no.
It is a blank statement for football a gu or we no. I don't want to boss here. Na yenina etimi akonti kebia I see one kebi because ebi are saying say. And sometimes these things eba. And house be share Kotoko 1. And my analysis on this game is simple. Yapon game na ketesi baba adamu has as a Kotoko 1-0. Ye real game no. Na goalkeeper Benjamin Asare aje Nasco man of the match. Rich unim denti goalkeeper Benjamin Asare na je Nasco man of the match. It is simply because you can't give man of the match to a coach.
As an Kadidi.
I'm telling you. Ultimate for man of the match, my coach. Senka idea Mrama Hokwame Edema Obia who was involved in the game, including coaches Rich Enra and Coach Didi Dramani should be the man of the match. Now let me tell you why I think Coach Didi Dramani Enra now deserve it to be named the man of the match, but Emrenti Ontimenje. Any fluke say ahead of this game, now Obiaka's house are one of the best away teams in the Premier League. And so any fluke say in the analysis prior to this game and even after, Obiase has and are considered the least number of goals in the Premier League 7. Which Tima or this character no eba home ababa ball no se umana konya man show first goal you have a big problem. Now what happened in the game, because of any time I want to run with the analysis no. Kotoko came into the game with a 4-3-3, very, very normal 4-3-3. And the goalkeeper in the back four, Samba, Ansu, Lord, Patrick, Esiedu. Then in Miensa, Prince Bedu the number 6, Abrantia Friend Hubejo the number 8, and Obo Wale the name the number 10, Tikotoko Bose, and the name was Dogo, then Saka Dauda, then Albert Amwa. Into a typical 4-3-3. Now, Rich, how's so bad game? No, nominally, how's also able 4-3-3, but how's the had a different shape. Whilst Kotoko one DM, 2 attacking midfielders in Juvejew, and Walid name, how's 4-3-3 no, Rich had only the had 2 deep DMs, then only 1 attacking midfielder. Until you flip the Kotoko midfield, then you get the Haas 1. Kotoko 1 DM, 2 attacking midfielders. Haas 2 DMs, 1 attacking midfielder. This is Haas. Emmanuel Abankwa, goalkeeper Benjamin Asare, Baba Demu, the 4 and 5 of SCB, and Mo Ali. And then the 2 no more stay no. Aye Karim, any Opon Franny. Then the only attacking midfielder in Haas team no was Hussein. And Haas any more Miensa. with Wayo, Hamza, and Martin Kakari. Now, Rich, the moment I will say formation when you know park, then you know, say, one is going to play a consecutive game, which is Haas. Yeah, the opponent Franny, and they can imagine difference in him. Their dreams. Omunko bebre. Enti ye close game no. Na ma Hussein, I runs ni na woman. If we are able to get Wayo and Asa Kakari, who are very, very quick, now omutimi create 1v1, no the ball on the box anymore, then Hamza can have something to feed on. Yeah, be the same with our set pieces, you know, see maybe from the gamer. Onwa, Kotokona, Ebiana be yomo. I'm under pressure. Almost so Baba Sports Stadium. They must come out and score us. See, about game ni about Neonela. You could feel. See, your set pieces and I say 1 moment we need to take care. A bad thing so much. And it was clear. So Didi Domani came into the game with the way of setting up the team and say, oh no, Umbelusu game way. Umbelusu. Now, Rich. The first problem I could to the problem now Fifi can say. Why don't you play a 4-3-3 with 1 DM, 2 attacking midfielders, 3 forwards? Now, what problem with transitioning to them? It is all here. Kotoko from the start, our problem with transition. How to build from mature to many more. But more. Derby.
Because I got to be a mistake.
Derby. House did a certain job. Throughout the game, Rich. Hussein now or the only attacking midfielder Hasimuno was meant to say Hasimibona on keep a close eye on Prince Bedu on Mbona J or a tackler, hard fighter, but on your good passer and on your slow say I also pass here. It is what Jibo say Kim. That's what Hussein Obena. He will either give the ball back and also Obekutabo now Wako Jeffrey in 7. On your very, very good transitional midfielder. And let's put pressure on him. Then you two na akano, which is Opo Frane and Karim. Mono Munko Bebu. But anytime Walid Nema, any who bet you, every line or Mutraba end of the park in the omuyam responsibility. It has knew how to put brakes on Kotoko midfield. And so we are center back for Kotoko. Rich. Onaika Bona. Prince Bedouin first option bit my pass one no. Hussein Teteno. Jew any Walid Nemana and come half no so we bet my final move with line breaking lines passes no. Karim any Opofrane and Domunche. What will you do? You are forced to play the ball to sides. And you Kotoko for pet. And so my bobo na contenchani or bobo no has had keep almost central midfielders no at me. Now Rich, many problem me. That is why Fifi said, look, because of poor Franny Karim, they have been given instruction to stay deep in half. Now a moment tell any baby anything. So where anytime you are Joe, Ebeja Nedia ho. Now I go deep into Kotoko side, you know. Obi and Dina Chinko or Jibo no attend yaba. Me problem, and I've said this consistently, say, Argentina Kotoko no maten for no. Walid Buma. Any Abentefen Emmanuel MP. Apart from Baba Yaya, which Saubon Kotoko no matena. He is able to create space for himself. Oluria, Timno Nebo, Nisses and 8, almost also show machi. 81 hour in the bono. Also, Shana. Why Shana? He will always come. No, just space, no, just space, no, that is the role of number 10. But anyway, the right after half time. And the Kotokoyi no mudi those who are only number 10 our has a more Karim any Opofani. And you are right, Ushomu. Oh, you, who are number 10 also who be morning in a man. For Shomu say. My crowd war. Even when you were Joba deep, no but Jibo no 10 year. As number 8 on who number 10.
The center was easy.
Only number 10. And I saw the one go wide. Why the one was so hard, no? Only your mind is so much baby. And it became very, very difficult. Now, Rich.
How do you?
Then Ansu Pry, Anna Kotoko, Eddie Hamzata, Ebe Shame. Now, this is where me to check my Kojiri Ramani. Already over game, Onye na use over concede.
Nhyira FM.
And then I'm here and I don't rich. And I go away by. Now you see, you give their product to Baba because you see in football, one shoot you don't score. But rich, many 15 for me, it is not about the starting position of Mo Kamara. Any good goalkeeper be on original. Because you have to calculate, say, Uda pony deeper. Say a book cross na baby, and you will be your rich so about a year. Now Uda pony my own rule. But after positioning himself war, Diaka was in the calculation and the anticipation. What original line as I said, as a born a cross, not about hopa. Uma born in Pomba over Pariako. But I'm immediately across the line who said, I'm back too deep. No, Rich, what do? You go back. Because Ujina, when you say, born can be 50 no come. But I'm 50 there. The moment crossing the line who so pay the calculation, you can't come out for the ball. You go back into your post. Ujina ni nemu wa and I rent a flicky ball and on to me away. Now, Rich has us all one. With this status, so has us all one. And Uber and Watika. There is nothing you can do. And listen, has share one. And check. And I rent a friend, Emmanuel Amankwako record. So take him out of the picture. Wouldn't be has coach no yeah. Emmanuel Amankwako record no. And Chebia and a Hamza so eku pray. Hamza pray no because all one goal nti. Rich one first striker am say Frank Duku mebo Hamza position no. And what the Emmanuel Paco midfielder a bad game. And also Paco be jam 50 mama. I will push Hussein to a sort of na mama mauli wayo mom aba be ball as a striker. Then Obo game no 6 minutes after has red card no. Rich and also okay, I will not need Hussein again. And Hussein in play. Na me fa Amankwa be fi emebo 2-1 to close down. Na Amankwa be fi emegina 2-1 mama. And at a point in time, Rich has to Hussein and Ako. Aka omo back forward. With Amankwa be fi say Emmanuel Amankwa ho. And omo makani na. And still there's Afani and a Karim. And only Paco be come. And Obo Kakari and Mauli Wayo 2 top pet. And on Eddie Kotoko no wagro. Now and they call half time. You call half time by you. Kotoko realize so baby I do no. Has embedded they are not a threat offensively. And the coach Prince Hamza say okay, no problem. Yeah, Prince Bedu. Prince Bedu on 51 days so bebumbia. Has game no Bobi Mpona ya hero bebumbia. And Tianfa said Kodombra. Said Kodo de ono ne de passing. Now we need obi obetimi a passe our composer. And nobody said Kodo buy. Already no omayi Walid half time. And the morphine knows to aba. Morphine knows to buy no. And obeka abetamu ahun. Kotoko 2 top. And Obo Dogo any Saka Dauda still in these positions. And Kotoko able 2 top with the wingers no already intact. And all this said Bedu abeka hu betijawu 2 very very good passes. But Rich, me problem is say in these times has were so structured say look, you can do whatever you want to do. But even Kakari, even Mawayo, has been asked to tag in like this. And it is in a 4-2-3 shape. Very, very compact. Yes, space did Omumo. And Coach did he did a very, very good job, Rich. Unu said, Unu said, Ono force Kotoko to take the ball wide and cross. I say, Montagi will Fifi. In 50 had ye. Young pass the ball and far. Omo pomo for ball and go 2 and 3. Omo young say, Omo crosses in yet. And Omo cross if you are airball. I saw the bit my baby. Ali be heady, Essi baby heady. 2 weeks because of the way we are compact, we are forcing them to go wide, and that is going to happen in the game. And that is how Enura Hearts of Folk were able to beat Kotoko tactically for Orefe and Didi Damani. Look, Medimanusino, this guy Emmanuel Amankwa should be careful. Enura Hearts were determined for a victory by Kakakemi Koseno, and who knows if Hart has played the game 11-11. Rich, with the way they were tactically disciplined, when the new center half elbow 11-11. Now, Rich, there were other incidents here. A CC game anymore. I think, say, no matter how you say it, Coach Danelai, any officials, you know, got every. So we need to watch and now shall replay. Almost a bobby I said, I'm on if you watch the video very, very well. Almost Busasa Mankwa in the red card, and all the 2 incidents were clear yellow card incidents. Has it or to me a getino, right? Oh, look, maintenance in the near focus, you know. Matisse and Gofo because Benjamin Asai proved. Look, Rich, Benjamin Asai doesn't have to prove anything to anybody.
Did he crack and say
he doesn't? Me, I was with a guy in Japan. I was with him in South Korea. The conditions there now, Otimikoda promo against Korea. Look, he had already cemented his place in the Blasters team. Oh yeah, this game to have shown anything. And Enra Kotoko plays so much into our hands. And Tiyanka, are you going to the house of honor? Rich Enra. Maybe I would have point and Akodai. Enra Kumasi belong to House of Folk. And you will know.
83582 right now. Monso Monchama Pancho at the DBN or the shop will be Abeka, but me no be at them. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Now, the American is saying that one thing, come on, Moye. And we are marching home. They have bought 7 against you, not to find out about the fun. You are moving. I mean, so, since you much is best, and for the ball, ultimate heart. The country for I was it, I don't go take for your tower. What I am. Yes, I hear your confederation. Not just in 9 against 11 and crash a woman. The other day, that's a special woman.
Yeah, that's a pine jam running Kaka. Hello.
Champion Ricardo.
Thank you. And radio dio.
Hey. And rather me da more than me da. Now, me benefit. I'm going to go in now. Yeah, me benefit. Young 11-11 the same go for you. What's on about a crown 11-11? I know we have panic to know what they say. I mean, I can't have one. There's a panic. I know we have to tell one. I saw movie Yanni against red card. I mean, I catch up just out the red card and the best I give say, yeah, 1-0 now. You should be going. No, sir, Anka. No, we were looking at clinic. I got credit away and can be turned against let me say, go to go back today. I'm a great. Once a 1-on-1 bill 2 times you.
That's it. That's it. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hopefully, what's on Twitter? Our Lua, a boy has party. Say it to me, I share for support. One go to you. There will be a bomb panel house to be answered.
That's it. That's it. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did the cable at it because I feel the fire council. Yes, I have for almost almost oh my god, no one can almost never and no. Yet, Samuel so far, yeah, show more than so much. In 10 moments, I could tell you, almost so that you almost know more. Now, but I show me to that's it.
That's it. All right. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
Afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon with you.
No, you're from Chelsea together.
Okay.
Don't have the phone number. To be frank, you're check what by yourself. You team no. And for a slow band the corner diet so no. You are the band and the buyer no. See, you can do him for on Ancasacusia or Infant Kuchiacano. You ain't a quantum place in good team. The team with you. Your bot is at the end of your jelly in a corner. Your African age me monk over there.
That's it.
That's only I mean,
yes, so yeah, that's it. Hello.
Ricardo Rousseau.
Coco Doctor.
Ricardo.
Bernard Amwani Odi here.
Ricardo.
Air condition specialist.
This is a phone as well. Ricardo, my son, only small man, they are on King Kesu. What then come 77 number Kumase? I'm already before because before Muji Guyano. The next small man I didn't come 77 I'm on my baby. I'm ready before now. It's easy. Whatever. Okolomunina Raho. Okolomu Raho. The rest just saw Mono. Omura Kuyi Papa Mr. Bosu. How America say. And then let them went to me. I'm afraid
it does it by a fellow scholar. Now, I don't want to see. Hello.
Wait.
Yes, sir.
Mama Mona Jumawai.
Juma does it.
Not boy, Juman Fat. City say, has for Antimamba and Kasa. Not for Kasa in Cinema boy, Juma. Patomidani Joel. You do a hand Cocobin. I know dear Manichi, Cocobin, the Manichi, coming to me in Ko Utao. Cocofon Qua. We play a year, Tima, young man to players, not chatting out of players. So I'm not meaning that I say, Corcomunia go, because Benjamin sorry, or call wake up. So it is good to mean turn at Tinamo. And I know that I have from penny for you now. Yes, supporters in Yamason Salamawai.
It does it. You're dying one by see and Abertraso at the Amamin Shavanzo.
Nhyira FM asho e basa automatically no ye chew £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America na Canada ye chew $10 for free. O send this cancel yento we. Tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay yo. Tap send. No.
Yeah, Ojo. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm check them some from. Kaish, soon tap send party Jack. Mama we are saying can you? Hey, remember that?
Ofa, pacha mama friend.
You know what when you say?
Masoya yes nana.
Not there.
Se baby am tie to me. And I me wo fa send me ska. Din kan wo de kosi wo bisu ni pakura discount. You dey buy enso am ko yi a e ho sem bebre. Afi kwa do mo busam se my transaction o hoda.
Debbie. And catch you offer say on download tap send. So download the tap sender or send this come away. About the mobile money and our bank account simple.
Tap send.
Yeah, tap send. Now okay, tap send there. If you see fana baby obia so what Europe and America Canada. So kura Android so kuta iPhone and once we download the app na two phone so. In the process if you say promo code ayedian. No about Nhyira FM asho e basa automatically no. Ye chew £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America na Canada ye chew $10 for free. O send this cancel yento we. Tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay yo. Tap send. No.
Yeah, Ojo. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm check them some from. Kaish, soon tap send party Jack. Mama we are saying can you? Hey, remember that?
Ofa, pacha mama friend.
In the process, if you say promo code ayedian. No about Nhyira FM asho e basa automatically no. Ye chew £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America na Canada ye chew $10 for free. O send this cancel yento we. Tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay yo. Tap send. No.
Yeah, Ojo. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm check them some from. Kaish, soon tap send party Jack. Mama we are saying can you? Hey, remember that?
Ofa, pacha mama friend.
You know what when you say?
Masoya yes nana.
Not there.
Se baby am tie to me. And I me wo fa send me ska. Din kan wo de kosi wo bisu ni pakura discount. You dey buy enso am ko yi a e ho sem bebre. Afi kwa do mo busam se my transaction o hoda.
Debbie. And catch you offer say on download tap send. So download the tap sender or send this come away. About the mobile money and our bank account simple.
Tap send.
Yeah, tap send. Now okay, tap send there. If you see fana baby obia so what Europe and America Canada. So kura Android so kuta iPhone and once we download the app na two phone so. In the process if you say promo code ayedian. No about Nhyira FM asho e basa automatically no. Ye chew £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America na Canada ye chew $10 for free. O send this cancel yento we. Tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay yo. Tap send. No.
Yeah, Ojo. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm check them some from. Aish, a soon tap send party jack. Mama, we are saying, can you? Hey, Memdaba.
Ofa, Pacha Mamma friend.
You know what you say?
Masoya yes, Nana.
Not day.
Say, baby, I'm a tea to me, and I'm a fast and miska. I didn't count what the cosi will be snowing per discount. You're the buyer, and so I'm here. I won't send me brave. I feel quite a move with some semi transaction or order. Ah,
Debbie. And catch your offer say on download tap send. So download the tap sender or send this come away. About some mobile money and our bank account simple.
Tap send.
Yeah, tap.
Meeting catch up, papa. It's also a commandant. Senior high school.
Or child, teacher. Unilever International CNK will be our Rexona 72 hours deodorant. No, the number one deodorant no, and so I will drama so. Baby, I told deodorant be a to na AUC na one kasabe di mwa dance here. A bon who by 72 hours. From when fifre and encarbonia ebeni paho. Bacteria na a causing fifre o nipa ho na ema enkaba ho no. Deodorant ya yesen ebe sisa bacteria na no. Inti udi gu nwa fifre mpo ntel na sebi enka etimi aba ho. Inti ya na watu deodorant almost 72 hours no ebi na odi egu amoto mebi eton bibia bioto deodorant bia supermarket o mall o provision shop na wo ho no unsa ebetimi akemi na mum say open dodo atu a na wa freda the ash e was 0531013881 0531013881 ubetimi enya daddy cash e wo Mrs. Anochi building e wo opposite Boss FM e wo edum no so wo takrade so akotakrade market circle na e ben car bank no and our kwashi enkaya advanced savings opposite wa unsa ebetimi aka omo enye daddy action kwa ofe beauty glow a eno so unsa ebetimi aka beauty glow e two shops e wa dum pz a ben asempa pharmacy no Udru KJT Dubai so shop number G1549 I ben police station Beauty Glow KJT opposite gate 8 I no so the same body na CBG woman no so Udru Makola mo nkran anasa Makola Central Market so unsa ebetimi aka omuna enye deodorant nko a na Unilever International ediaba ye tete sem na ye friend locks I di dry no say when you improve na ye hwehwe sham e bob body no ban e ma skin no toso nti wo kwa na wa pe locks no so bi na odi akodware ton no abusuafo ni nyina enya bi na omo emfanyare na obeda ma se open locks no so edodo atu anu afra Big Jake I was 0244812364 0244812364 bet we see enkayo say omokoso a your best partner say eba bet in nko ade a omo de normal bebre na ba editwam obia entimi ento betway na omo de aba for kra ene say wo a wutie me no wo ho akonya say obe betway influencer she bet e wo betway uni code no share na for emfa entra bet na wo code no ye odia no onso so wanya sika e de efremu betway say nkrato we undi 8 years a me sure onka what the 18 years there o bet ya no bet responsible betway almost say bet the responsible way betway get way more.
Ajefo ye demasi ya sori anu no na yakofa adum kase no amamo ye fa adum kase ni wi ya na obra atwan Monday edition ayima berewa any team na set omo ededwumade no enso abre nyame aduma ye besa ne mu ahia adum kase eto aso
de bibia